What's cracking, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you're all doing well. It is time for a late night SFT, so very standard stuff. Going to be 4 rounds of regulation, followed by semifinals, grand finals, and yeah, just one faction. Just felt like playing Chaos Dwarves tonight, so we fired up an SFT. So let me go ahead and switch on over here and get our Chorfs, who I've been kind of neglecting lately, but now that Warriors of Chaos have a good win rate, I think we need to go down to one of the more pit factions here. So Chaos Dwarves it is. Yeah, the Fireglaves will feast tonight, hopefully. We'll find out. One sec, guys. Just getting ready to go. What up, what up? You know, yeah, I have been getting the itch to, excuse me, to maybe play a little bit of Kislev. Yeah, I've been feeling it, so maybe there will be a Kislev stream. Although probably the next tournament we do will be a Pick 6 tournament, is what I'm thinking. That is the game plan, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, welcome. All right, so we got 1 minute till the tournament starts. Just letting people do their last minute check-ins and all that good stuff. And we'll go from there. Yeah, Kislev is fun. They're definitely in a more balanced state. I mean, I think Kislev literally lurks at like a 50% win rate, which is good. It's what you want. Tonight we have the top 3 factions banned. So Slaanesh, Ogre Kingdoms, and Beastmen are banned. Everybody else is on the table. Probably going to see a lot of corn. Yeah, Warriors of Chaos have been killing it lately. I don't know. I think some good players have picked them up, and that's part of the reason why too. Hey, congratulations, Rabid Squirrel. The fires of industry cometh. They do. Yeah, I really enjoy Chaos Dwarves. Yeah, you know, it's really a shame the whole like legacy faction thing in tabletop. That was a big blunder by Games Workshop, man. I mean, you could still play them, but you know, they're never going to get updated potentially, right? All right, so let's refresh this. You guys better not miss your sign-ins because we are going to get going right now. And is it go time? I think it is. Let me refresh one more time to make sure we get the last check-in here, and we will do it. Yeah, so the Chorfs, I don't know what their place really is in the meta right now. I mean, I think they're going to struggle against Khorne pretty bad after the Khorne Gore changes and things like that. But, you know, because you used to use Kadai Fireborn to win that matchup, but now I think that's going to be much harder. Any chance for a Discord server? Yeah, if we have any mods, they'll be here soon, I'm sure, and we can get you an invite. All right. So we got Lahoot in the first game. That's going to be super fun. Really, really fun opponent to play against. Really nice person. And very skilled as well. All right. So the tournament is live. And let me just go ahead and announce this in the tournament section of the Discord. And we should be good to go. By the way, so back in the day, I used to play games like Rust and DayZ and things like that. Like the early versions. I'm talking the really like janky modded versions and whatnot. Somebody recommended to me a game called Project Zombie or Project Zomboid or something like that. Have you guys heard anything about it? Is it worth exploring? Would that be fun to like fire off? I looked at it a little bit, kind of an interesting look. All right. So tourney is live. Okay. Good luck, have fun. And let's see how we do in the first game here. Yeah, the Dowies are here and we're going to be facing Lahoot. I don't know what they're playing, but we're going to find out. And the invite has been sent. And the Dowies are here. Do I have a screen blocker right now? Yes, I can use this one from the other night. This one was pretty good. Do Infernal Guard Grey Open seem like they need I don't know. That type of unit, like the Elite Grey Open unit in general, is just in a bit of a weak place in the meta. So it's not that unit maybe is particularly bad. It's just, yeah, like the Elite Grey Open unit is definitely very niche. Project Zomboid is really fun. It has a huge learning curve, though. Yeah, it's good. It's a good game. Okay, it's really good. Lots of elements to learn. Yeah, it'd be pretty terrible, but you could check in to see for yourself. Unsure if it's your cup of tea. I just think it'd be fun to do like a... is it possible if we were to do like a Project Zomboid stream where we could do something in-house where we, you know, create our own server or our own kind of like game, you know, for a day and we just like for an afternoon have some sort of a challenge, right? I don't know. I think we could do something fun with it. Is large amounts physical pain? Well, I'm good with that. I'm good with it. Yeah, we'll be fine. Don't worry about it. All right, checking here. And what's cracking? Looks like everybody's getting their games going. Good. And we're all set. All right. We're going to try and bring some industry here. I don't know what my opponent's playing, but we're going to find out in a second. Should be joining up here. Yeah, more than possible. It sounds like a fun idea. It'd be awesome. Yeah, maybe I'll grab the game in the next few days and test it out. Is there things, can you do like team matches? Could we do like, you know, like 4 groups of survivors, like land like 8v8v8 or something, you know, and have like a weird survival challenge isn't really a PvP game, so you probably wouldn't get much out of it. Isn't it a PvP game? Because all the videos I've been looking at have been like PvP centric. Was having a Fireglaive and a Castellan work together? Castellans are all right. Yeah, I'm not a big Castellan enjoyer myself. All right, so let's see what we're cooking with here. We have the Dark Elves are going to be our opponents. I played this matchup a while back, but it's been a minute. I remember feeling pretty comfortable in the matchup, though. That is for sure. Probably a cheaper Lord. You know, Zoltar probably unironically is not bad here. Project Zomboid is having a fire. Yeah, no. Yeah, you do want a Fireglaive in this matchup, though. Fireglaives are pretty good here. They're definitely good. Okay, and then we're going to want some Skirmishers. Yes, you don't want to leave home without Skirmishers in this matchup. And then Hobo Goblins trade pretty well in the Dark Rider, so it's not a bad trade for you. You're currently rolling up some homemade pierogies? Yeah, that's fun. Kill other survivors if you want to. No, it's more survival. You can kill other players, but certainly not the main attraction. Okay. So, you know what I was thinking is we would do something along the lines of like, for Project Zomboid, hold on, I'm just looking at my build right here. Where we would have a challenge, like there would be teams of survivors and the last team to survive would be like win some sort of a prize or something. I think that'd be fun. You can play it any way you want it, but it's not made for that. Understood. Oh, dude. Yeah, don't worry about it. I don't know how to say your name. Says Namas? Yeah, thank you, man. Don't you stress it at all. All right, so against the Dork Elves, what do we need to worry about? Dark Shard, Shades, you know, repeater crossbows. There's plenty of things that are quite menacing, so we gotta have our gotta pay our respect here. Now, what do we want to do for our Lord choice? That is the question. I feel like the Bale Taurus is a little bit overkill. He's definitely a little bit pricey, so I'm not a big enjoyer of that. Probably like a cheap Lamassu Sorcerer Prophet or something is going to be pretty good. Okay, let's do this. And Burning Head is very viable against Dark Elves. What else is good against them? So Burning Head is good. Lower Metal's probably pretty damn good too if they decide to get a little bit crazy. But yeah, I think Fire is just going to be a bit stronger. Just a little bit stronger. All right, so let's cut that, and we can get this. That looks like a decent starting army. Yeah, it looks all right. Yeah, evil dwarves versus evil elves. That's basically what you're getting here, correct? All right, so let's get that and that. Pretty much a staple in most of my Dawizar builds. Hydra? No, there's not going to be a Hydra. Hydra would be pretty bonkers. I seriously doubt we would see a Hydra. That would be really, really living life dangerously. Tarux? I think there's plenty of ways to deal with the Flying Lords. I don't think you need a Tark for that. Yeah, Burning Head is very good, but you know what? I think we have other options too. Hang on a sec. Let's try this. Okay. So we're going to get you on this. We're going to cut this. And then we obviously want that spell. All right. Yeah, that looks decent. That looks pretty decent to me. All right. So for the starting army, let's get you guys. Yeah, that looks better. That's a much cleaner build. All right. I can dig it. The dreaded Dork Elves. The Dorks, they come for us in the night. Okay, I wonder about a shielded variant of these guys. Like a shielded Bull Centaur Render probably wouldn't be bad. Decent killing power, decent resistance against missiles, although the anti-large variant might just be straight up better for backfield trading. Yeah, I don't know, man. Are we getting any pain trains tonight? I mean, at some point tonight there will be pain trains because I'm playing Chaos Dwarves, and you know that they are the pain train faction, so you definitely will see them at some point. I don't know when, but it most likely will come. All right. Get a couple of these guys, and then we get these guys too. All right. I like this army. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good if you ask me. So good luck, have fun. Let's see what my opponent's got cooking. And launch this game off. Oh, old man sounds. Oh. Yeah, Lamassus are good. Yeah, like a Lamassu mount. I don't really care for the individual Lamassu as much, but the mount is good. Yeah. Trains are okay as like a late game reserve unit. Yeah, I don't think you would want to go too hard on the trains here. Although, I mean, yeah, the trains are a bit risky, but I think having one, just like a source of like terror to move in and be disruptive is always pretty welcome, right? Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty good. No archers. I don't know about archers. Probably not. I mean, you could go, yeah, 500 gold for Hobgoblin Archers just doesn't feel great, you know. Doesn't feel like a deal, if you ask me. Blunderbuss is kind of a cute one. Although, definitely don't want him getting caught in the melee. Kadai Fireborn are a little bit pricey. Let's see. Let's go for you guys. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. Okay. So that's a bit of a cleaner tech. What do we have to worry about? Like, what is our build weak against here? It's definitely going to be a lot of mobility coming at me. Just like swarming elements, right? Just all over the place. That's going to be a big, big thing. So for reserves, we got you guys ready to go. Yeah, blunderbusses are pretty cool. They're definitely cool. Then, I can't decide, guys. I'm like on my last spend here, just can't figure it out. The Infernal Guard are rad, but they're just too vulnerable to being shot and breath attacked and things like that. So I think just going like cheaper Chorf is going to be a little bit better. All right. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think this is a nice little build. It'll have to do, pig. You know, it'll have to do. All right, let's fire it off. See what my opponent's got. Good luck, have fun. Yeah. There's definitely elements of the train being good once you've been able to mitigate the threats from the other range units. But you know, that's very much like a late game thing, right? All right, good luck, have fun. Till Lahoot, let's see if we can get a win for Hashut in game 1. But even if we lose, all good. It's a strong tiebreaker here, so this opponent is quite good. Colden Riders fam, yeah. It's probably going to be Colden Riders, but I think I have tools for them. I think the Colden Riders are not the hardest thing in the world to deal with. We will see. Yeah, Chaos Dwarves are a really fun faction. They feel pretty good. They don't feel like they have anything overpowered, but there's not like a unit on them that people dread, you know. But overall, still very, very good. The Sigma grind set choice, yeah. Yeah, Infernal Guard maybe. What matchup could we get away with bringing Infernal Guard in? I'm not sure. Okay, no admin stuff, which is great. So people are handling their business. For Hashut, big UFC fight on tonight. I'm going to check out the replay after the stream probably, although maybe some of the fights will still be on. Those damn pay-per-views are so expensive for UFC. That's always like the big deterrent for me. I'm like, oh man, it's just so steep. Move the blocker. You don't want to look at the sentient slab of ham the entire time? All right. There we go. Let's get it. Yeah, I'm actually not sure who's favored in this matchup. Dark Elves are extremely hard to play. Chorfs are also kind of in that same boat, though. Chaos Dwarves have literally 50% win rate. Dark Elves much lower, but Dark Elves are just hard to play. They can do well, but yeah, they're tricky to play. Don't tell them. How dare you, Paul? You betrayed me for the last time. The dreaded blocker. Yeah, it was almost dreaded until you guys mentioned it. Okay. So I played Chorfs pretty different, I think, than a lot of people. We're going to go ahead and get our front line going like so. We're going to have a couple of Chorf warriors anchoring the front with a Fireglaive like very deep set. And the Fireglaves are just there to deal with like cav. You literally just sit them like super deep back and have them deal with the cav unit. So we do have a Lamasu Deathcaster, which, you know, I figured I have enough anti-infantry with 2 magma cannons. So we're going to get the double magma and just hopefully feast there. So 4 and 5, and my opponent's obviously going to be trying to dive these magma cannons pretty hard, which is smart, of course, but I just need to be able to defend those, and I think we can win. Game sound is not on? I hear it. Is it not coming out for you guys? No, it should be there. Yeah. Strange. I can turn it up a little bit if it's too low, but you guys just let me know. All right, good luck, have fun. Let's get this party started. And my opponent has 15 models on the field, so a little bit of a bigger army, but nothing too huge. Slight bit of lag here. Is this on my end? Hopefully not. Nope, it's not my frames. Hopefully my opponent has not disconnected. That'd be annoying. Come on, you can do it. This is very sus, though. This is definitely like my opponent disconnected territory. In which case, we just need to do the same builds. All right, so we'll just reload, same builds. Hopefully they come back. But yeah, it's just very quiet. Yeah, it's exactly what I was expecting, basically. Yeah, just this kind of thing, and yeah, pretty standard stuff, honestly. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Yeah, alrighty, so let's get you, invite this, get him back, and there you go. You did, come on back, same build. Good luck, have fun. Someone tripped my power cord. Yeah, he says someone tripped his power cord. Oh, hopefully that's not the case, because then you got to wait for his router to come back, which is going to be an epic saga. Is Hashut a god? Yeah, he's like a minor chaos god. Yeah. It's the father of darkness. It's like the... I don't know. Let's see what the Wikipedia says while we wait. All right, yeah. Hashut is the father of darkness, is the god of fire, greed, and tyranny, and the patron deity of the Chaos Dwarves. Yeah. A grim and malignant being, often represented as a blazing bull wreathed in smoke and shadow. I mean, that is super cool. You don't get any cooler than that, that's for sure. Okay. Hopefully my opponent will come back soon. And maybe it'll be a quicker game. Who knows? Why do you not send one Wolf Rider to capture each point? It's a good question. So the reason why is because a single Wolf Rider only has 4 capture weight. So in that case, it's going to take him a long time to capture that objective, right? It's going to be a long time. With that being said, if I were to send one Hobgoblin Wolf Rider against my opponent, he's just going to call it a Dark Rider and chase me off. And then I won't have then captured my home objective as quickly. So I think the ideal situation is to capture your home objective, and then from there, rush to the middle and contest that. Just get those points on the board quickly. Now, there are some factions that are very slow, like Dwarves, for example. Maybe like doing a split cap would be viable, like 4 mobile units. But the problem is sometimes if you over-index into like mobile skirmishers to capture the objectives immediately, your actual like core army is going to be a little bit bad, you know? So you got to be careful with that. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Yeah, the Hell Cannon is something I want to explore with Chaos Dwarves. I'm a big enjoyer of Magma Cannons because they just are very, very disruptive. Although, to be completely honest, like a double Hell Cannon might actually work similarly here. It does have better arcs of fire too, so I'm actually thinking about exploring more Hell Cannon play. Yeah, I am. But the real Hell Cannon sauce is the ROR, which the Chaos Dwarves don't have. That one has, like, I think 50% more ammo than the regular one. Yeah. All right, so hopefully we don't have any issues here. Let's see. Okay, let's get you guys out. Go skirmishing. We're just going to set up the formation exactly like we did before. Goblins! Ita shoot, shoot. All right, Chaos Dwarves definitely have some very cool voices. Yeah, like the deep rumbling gibberish. It's very epic. All right. So we're 4 and 5. All right, cool. See how this goes. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. And yeah, we got our Lamasu Deathcaster. He's pretty good. You can use him to turn fights. Doesn't have a ton of AP, but you got Buna and, you know, other tricks like that. Yeah, the ROR Hell Cannon's 40 shots, and I think the other one's 25. Tonight we're disbanding top 3 factions to make the meta a little bit more diverse, because otherwise you're just going to be seeing only those factions being picked by the top level players. So when you ban the most powerful factions, it you know, makes much more, you know, I would say fun faction diversity. Yeah, you definitely get a little bit more. Jabba the Hashut, yeah. Jabba would actually probably be a Hashut worshiper, right? He's like he's kind of a, yeah, I don't know about industry and whatnot, but yeah, he's up there. All right, so let's move up, and let's move up, and let's get our Lamasu character to run over here, and we do get the massive amounts of these guys, which is quite a bit, but we're going to go grab our home point, and then we'll go contest the middle and whatnot. And as far as the back point goes, we're just going to slap a Chorf Warrior back there for now. All right, so he's in range of the Magma Cannons. So we're going to take a couple shots, but he does get the objective out of the gates, which hurts a little bit for us, certainly. Okay, so we get this, and now let's move up. Fade of Buna on the repeater crossbow is honestly totally a fine idea. So we're going to park you here, we're going to park you here, and we're going to take you off fire at will so they don't waste ammo on nonsense. So now we can go try and contest this, see if we can grab that objective. We do have our units moving up, and the Fireglaves are waddling deep set. A lot of mobility coming out, but we actually probably will flip this point, which is pretty nice. So we can get our clutches on that, and from there, we just need to deal with the range units, really. That's going to be the big problemo. Let's move you guys up a little bit. We do start to flip this. Don't necessarily want to use the Fate of Buna already. So the repeater crossbows are coming in, but we will trade a little bit better into them. That's for sure. So we're going to get you, and we're going to pull you back because he's going to target that one and do this. And if we can get this flip here, that's going to be pretty damn good. Are we going to get it? Give it to me, precious. Oh, man, okay, I got a little bit crazy there. Okay, we do get the flip. That's really nice. Arguably, you know, not arguably, but he's going to be taking this point most likely. But we need to get on point with our Magma Cannons now and just start making sure we're shooting the right kind of stuff. All right, so Lamasu character juking a little bit. He starts to flip the objective there. Ooh, we actually got a really nice friendly fire on that Blackheart Corsair. So that's money, money, money. All right. So gathering up, do we see any funny business coming? Let's go ahead and get a pain train coming in to deal with the Corsairs. And we're just hopefully trying to waste a little bit of ammunition here. In the meantime, magma cannons are singing like the heathen kings of old. We just need to take down all their Peter crossbows to allow our trains to feast. We have plenty of time to value trade, you know, I would say. Let's get a hobgoblin coming up. He's going to come to party. And yeah, they're moving up pretty aggressively here. So we do get those guys down. Magma cannons are shooting away. And let's get our fireglaves to move up a little. They can definitely put some decent pressure in. All right, so just value trading at this point. You know, we're not in a rush to get any of these objectives, like super, super hard rush, right? That's for sure. Let's get you back, and we're going to get ready to pop a Buna as soon as he calls out Coldon Riders, which he just did. So we see the Coldon Riders, obviously, and we can call out the Buna to deal with them. In the meantime, the train, let's get the Pain Train over here, and the Fireglaves are going to set up shop right here. You guys can just keep shooting there, and we're going to just wait to get a Buna on those targets if we can. All right, so moving on in. Let's get you. Use the Pain Train momentum, so we're going to look for some overextending units back here, and looks like there's going to be some Witchcraft going down, so let's go ahead and turn about face and shoot there. You guys go here and shoot here, and then we're going to shoot over here as well. All right, so the Pain Train's going to move out and hopefully just punish some of these guys. We do see the Lamassu. Actually, yeah, let's see if we could waste these guys and just juke here if we can. Oh, the jukes. The jukes still got it. All right, so you guys do your thing here. Let's call the Pain Train back in here with our Lamassu character to try and shut this guy down. So let's do this and get our skirmishers back. And so far, the value trading is going very, very well. The Buna there, I don't know how worth it that was. You know, it's a little bit dodgy, but it is what it is. So let's call you in, get you guys in. And now we just need to value trade while keeping our artillery online is going to be a big thing, right? That's going to be the play. All right, so we do manage to sweep up the backfield pressure. It was stopped, and the Lamassu character is nearby. My train is still in good shape, and it looks like they're maybe thinking about moving on the point here. Fireglaves, let's get them shooting here. Lamassu character can go right there. And let's get the train to turn around and start running over these guys while he's thinking about maybe jumping up on us here. And we'll have to see. All right, so these guys push there, shut those guys down. Let's get another hobgoblin moving up this way. And as long as we hold on to the back objective, we have a lot of time to value trade. We have like a whole bunch of time, you know. And let's do the debuff here as well. Looking good. And you guys come around the back and get a full surround on these Crows of Cain. Our melee units are a little bit compromised here, but all is good, and we do still have some Chorfs fighting aggressively. Okay, so I think we call out the second train now. I think that's going to be the play. This one is doing really good and getting, you know, fat terror routes and whatnot. Let's go ahead and juke here, make sure we don't have any problems. But overall, Magma Cannon, yeah, let's switch it on to some of these units up here holding the objective. The back point is looking very, very safe, so let's do this, and we're going to get you and put you in control group 7 together. So now we have the double Pain Train, where we're just going to be feasting. Points, you know, getting a little bit scary for sure. Let's get the Lamassu character to go in there. Try and shut him down. We're going to get this train back, and then you train. We need you to move in here and route these guys off if possible. That was a really, really good pit of shades from my opponent, though. Like, very, very nice. Yeah, got to watch out for that. All right, so we're going to keep circling overhead, just being disruptive and trying to, you know, apply silences wherever we can. Let's do a little bit of unsummoning on you, and how are we looking? All right, so we're starting to clear off our backfield pretty well. We got the 2 hobo goblins. They can push up. And let's get the Pain Trains to run these guys over, get the Fireglaves coming this way. And our character needs to be a little bit cautious. So artillery, we need to get it back online. So let's just start, you know, blasting away at whatever we can. Cool, cool. All right, mobility's looking okay. So we have time to push up, but, you know, we don't want to get too dangerous with that. You know, that can be very precarious. Do we want to keep moving here? Let's see. Are the Harpies still back here trolling? I'm not sure if they are. It's a little bit hard to tell. All right, so you guys shoot here, you guys shoot here. Probably save up for another Buna. I think that's going to be the most cost-effective thing. And kill the Corsairs, get rid of the capture weight, shoot there too. All right, so yeah, we're definitely very, very far ahead, I would say, in terms of value, which is money. We're going to move up another Fireglaive. We just need to get up on the points before it becomes an issue with the the triple cap. If we can do that, then we're golden, right? So let's shoot here. Shoot here. The Cold One Knights should get the business, and we're going to get some Fireglaves marching up to put some firepower on you. Looks like the Chorf Warriors are able to hold over here, although some sneaky business on the outside. I definitely don't like that. So let's get you guys to move over there and go contest that. Make sure we don't get back capped or some weird shit. And how are the trains doing? All right, the trains need to get active, so we're going to move them up and use them as a bit of a bait. Okay, Fireglaves are cruising. You guys are cruising. The shots are going down, and we can get one more mobile piece. Have them bounce out there to deal with this. Keep you guys in the middle. And all right. So now we're just going to save up for a little bit of Buna action. The dreaded fate of boring is upon us. The trains are going to just be very, very nasty. And we can go ahead and do this and put the withering on these guys to lower their stats a little bit. And cool. So Fireglaves do get attacked there. Feels bad, but it is what it is. Back objective is stable. He's running into the trees. And the pain trains, without the missiles, the pain trains are going to be a huge problem. So we're going to go do this and this. Retreat back like so. And we can call in some of the hobgoblins now just to buffer the trains and allow them to really do the heavy lifting. I could maybe have thrown here if my lord does get sniped, so I need to get back and make sure that doesn't happen. We're going to go ahead and Buna you guys. Okay, let's get you to shut down the missiles. Okay, looks like we're okay. Nice vortex there on my fire glaives as well. Ita chutu fire glaive. All right. So these guys are just chasing, and the two pain trains, we need to keep them running a little bit. That is for sure. Fire glaives here. Start shooting at this unit. All right, looking fine. And what units or infantry do we have to call out? Okay, so we do have some Haggard Harpies back here. I suspected this was going to happen. All right, so let's get you guys and you guys and you guys. Get you guys moving up here. Yeah, mass routes going down as well. Lamasu, let's go tear out these guys. Move up on the point. Let's get you guys back. Keep chasing these Dark Riders. And I think we're still in a situation that's a double cap, so we're very, very close to getting it. Very, very close. All right, so let's have you guys shoot there. Magma Cannon is looking pretty good elsewhere. Let's move up, get this capture weight up there. Get the pain trains to just tear out these guys off, and we'll call it a day. Yeah, now we're starting to flip it, which is good. Let's get another Hobgoblin, move them over this way. And you guys are just waiting in the wings. We can rear charge them. All right, so the capture weight is flipping to us. Trains are doing quite a bit, and we do get the Infernal Chad Fire Glaives, able to melt those guys down. A couple Hobo Goblins, go cut these guys down. Unfortunately, he did route one of my Magmas, but there's a decent chance it's going to come back, actually. So that's nice. All right, so this is basically, I would say, probably going to be close to a GG situation for my old opponent here. It's going to be pretty tough to come back from. We have huge battlefield control. And yeah, the two pain trains are going to be extremely disruptive. Yeah, and we do win on two, so we just need to make sure we can hold this, right? All right. So the archers are still there. Beautiful Magma Cannon shot. Do we have enough for another Buna? We do. We're going to save for another Buna here. And then we just call in the Bull Central Renders, basically. So reinforce the back point, and that's going to be it. GG. All right, that was a clean game. That was very clean. Yeah, that was a strong opponent. Granted, I think it is a Chorf favored matchup. I don't know how the Dark Elves would go about that. I'm sure there's a way, but you know, my build would have been weak against like an SE actually, because all I really had to fight it was a Fire Glaive. Like if there was some sort of an annoying SE. But yeah, 1400, 1600, Fire Glaives, you know, they were a distraction. The trains are very good. They're very good. Once you shut down the missiles, they can feast. And GG, dude. Hard matchup, my opinion. Yeah, I've actually played that matchup a lot. I've played it a bunch. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure the Dark Elves have some tech there, but it's not a matchup you see often, right? So that's what's kind of cool about these SFTs is you get to see matches that don't get a lot of show. So people, you know, that's also a thing about being a Chaos Dwarf player is like there's very few of them. So people are often perplexed about what to do against them. Where are the Dark Elves? Dark Elves, Dark Elves. There they are. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, bolt thrower maybe, but probably not, because bolt throwers have less range than magma cannons. So if he comes in with bolt throwers, you can actually probably snipe his bolt throwers with magmas. Magmas have 380. Bolties have how much? 350. So you're going to get 2 or 3 magma cannon shots off on a bolt thrower before it reaches you. And then if the Chaos Dwarf player is using a Spirit Leech, they can overcast Spirit Leech to snipe your bolt throwers out really quick. So I don't think that that's going to be great. Okay. Yeah, I played it. Sector's responding here. Cool. All right. So now we're just waiting for the round to finish. We probably have a couple minutes. I think because our game took a while. We had the disconnect and the restart and everything. So got to do a little bit of adminning for Dark Age Rush here. Give him his buy round victory. Can't wait for the website to be updated, man. It is something that's being worked on. Just, you know, a little, you know, we're taking our time with it, but when it does come, it's going to be great. And shout out to all the people who are volunteering their time for that, man. I really appreciate you guys. But there will be an update for Tavern eventually, which will definitely fix a lot of the haggardness of the site. Is it mainly domination or yeah? So domination for me is the main competitive format for Total War. For Warhammer 3, but we do occasionally do like traditional campaign battles via faction war. So that's when you would see that, which will be something on the horizon. Yeah, it's coming soon. Trademark. Have you ever used the Iron Demon mortar? That's better for land battle. The problem is it's such an expensive piece that it gives up a lot of agency elsewhere on the battlefield. So if they just can kite it or not engage it and just play the other objectives, you can kind of run into an issue. It's also very vulnerable and like dies pretty easily in certain matchups. But there are probably situations in which you would want to abuse the pain train. 100%. Any matchups for Zaytan? Yeah, Zaytan is good in a couple matchups actually because he has a net, right? So arguably, if you're playing against like in this matchup, you totally could go Zaytan. He would have been completely viable. You just get him on a Lamassu with his leadership and snare, cut everything else, and then you would need to unfortunately probably cut your Fireglaive out of your starting build and get a Demon Smith Sorcerer. But yeah, he's totally viable here. Nets against Dark Elves are really good, right? Very, very good. Locking down their cav, their missiles, and nuking them is great. Yeah, I've been getting itched to go back to Age of Mythology a little bit. Have they said anything about when they're going to launch the Chinese mythology? I think it'd be pretty fun to jump back into it then. Yeah, that'd be cool. I like 2 dragons and Dark Elves. Yeah, it could be. The problem with the double dragon against Chorfs is if they do have a couple Fireglaives, you're going to have a really bad time. It's like a big investment to dive back there. But if you can time an Alpha Strike where you have like a bunch of Dark Riders and Harpies jump on them and then bring the dragon in to like Soul Stealer on top of them, then you can do very well. But it's not easy. How do you envision Total War 40k battles? I think my suspicion would be that CA is working on a new engine. So the current framework we're on for Total War Warhammer is pretty old, right? It's like what, 2016. So it's pretty ancient technology wise. I mean, that's like 9 years. It was developed even earlier than that, right? So we got it in 2016, but then the framework was probably developed in the years prior. So the engine is very outdated and has a lot of really clunky shit, especially as it pertains to shooting. Like, I swear to God, if we get a 40k game and like you can just easily juke bolter shots like nonstop, that's gonna be the dumbest shit ever. Like the missile juking in a fantasy setting, okay, I can buy it, whatever, right? But like in a sci-fi setting, like dodge, no, just don't give me that. So hopefully there's a new engine coming, and from there, I mean, many of the elements, like the melee is easy. The melee is already on lock for Creative Assembly. The question being is how do they deal with ranged and like really fast things, right? Like Eldar will have these like flying, planes that, and just, there's going to be so much speed and like, Tau crisis suits and riptides and things like that. If you get 40k with the current engine, oh, dude. Yeah, no. They're not going to do it with the current engine. That would be so freaking haggard. It has to be a newer one. This engine is fine for this, but it is old. It is very old. I suspect there's something new in the works. Yeah, jet bikes, land speeders. There is part of me that like thinks it's fun, like the element in Total War of like ammo juking and like things like that. It's definitely a cool skill expression. But I would rather there just be like a flat percentage to hit, right? So when a missile unit shoots at a flying unit, the said flying unit has 30% of, a certain evasion value or a value that mitigates its chance to be hit by range units. And it's more predictable. It's 30% of the shots you shoot are going to hit it. Like, I think that would just be better personally, rather than this like random shit of just like, I would rather see more traditional RTS elements in that, where like when a Space Marine squad shoots at, I know I've had this rant before, so apologies for the deja vu, but like if, you have a unit of infiltrators or Space Marine or Imperial Guardsman squad that are using las rifles. Okay, they have like a ranged skill profile, which then measures against their opponent's evasion profile to determine how many of them are going to hit when they shoot. Now, there could be other variables like cover. So if a unit is in cover or is like obstructed in some sort of a ruins or something, maybe that could add a certain amount of evasion, or, I would rather have a direction like that. You know what I'm saying? Dodging bolter rounds as the God Emperor intended. Yeah. Yeah. What are we going to get our Stormtrooper shooting? Well, Hashut is happy. Round's over. Thank you, Harrison. He's happy so far. Yeah, we got a strong win versus a very skilled opponent. I'm sure he'll be back for vengeance next time. I think he beat me last time we played. He beat my Empire with... Lahoot beat me last time. It was his... I was on Empire and he was on Norska, I think. It was some Unga Bunga faction. He beat me on objectives there at the end. It was a very good game. All right. Round is over. So, all right, and here we go. So we got prepare for the bear. Is it going to be Kislev? It's a fun matchup. I like the Kislev matchup a lot. It's a good time. All right. So round 2 is live, and we got prepare for the bear. Good luck, have fun. And let me go ahead and link the round 2 to the players. Let them know that we're live and we should be good. Okay, so a lot of you guys have recommended the Project Zomboid game. I'll definitely download it the next few days and see if we could do like a fun community event. Like a survival event would be really cool. I need to see like how long such things take, you know? 2 is live. Okay, so round 2 is live. I don't know what he's playing yet, and the map is going to be Crystal Lake. Cool, Crystal Lake's a great map. Oh, Warriors of Chaos. All right, this is actually a hard matchup. Walk has been doing great lately. Yeah. How about Total War AOS? So it's very easy for our community and for fantasy enjoyers to hate on Age of Sigmar, but I don't want Age of Sigmar now. But if they gave us a Total War Age of Sigmar like 10 years from now, I'm not going to complain, dude. Let the game develop. Let the lore cook a little bit. And, you know, fine. I'd be fine with that. Total War Age of Sigmar 10 years from now, cool. Like that, I would enjoy it, I'm sure. It would be like a throwback to this, though. There's so many similarities. Like all the demon factions and chaos factions have like mostly the same stuff, right? So that you'd have to account for that. So this is Trixie Hobbits is here. Warriors of Chaos are pretty menacing. I have been crushing Chorfs with Warriors, so I'm curious if they're going to do something similar, but we will find out. All right. My opponent has a build ready already, so they were preparing in the shadows, it would appear. Evil. I'm playing Age Wonders 4 watching. Dude, Age Wonders 4 rules, dude. That game's super fun. Zomboid does have an online servers, but they're not hosted with the company. Okay. We wouldn't do like a long-term server. It would just be like a one-day event. So maybe you can just make that and like host a local server, right? That would be pretty cool. All right, so what are we dealing with, man? What are we dealing with? Not sure. Definitely max out on Hobgoblins because you need something to play the mobile game. Could I Fireborn in this matchup are cool? He can't bring Corngors. I mean, he could bring regular Halberds, but I don't feel I need to worry about those too much. Let's call you in. I think a couple of these are going to be good. And yes, please. Hell Cannons, the units of yeah, the Hell Cannon. This could be the situation where you see the Forbidden Hell Cannon, right? Although the Magma Cannon's so sweet, but Hell Cannons have a little bit of tracking. Is this a time for us to experiment with the Forbidden Hell Cannon? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. It's kind of fun, right? All right, so let's get you. Yeah, we got you guys back. And then from here, yeah, he can bring a Hell Cannon, but I'm like, I don't think I need to worry about Hell Cannons too much. Let's get this, and we're going to want some hobos to come out and help release the hobo hordes. And all right, I think the starting build looks pretty good. You talked about the damned dive the other night. Might be fun trap. Yeah. No, I'm not going to try and dive it. If I can't get to it, I'm just going to eat it. I'm just going to take it like a champ, you know. That's basically the plan. Yeah. You definitely want to get the skirmishers. They're very good. And then we got a little bit of money left. What about elite infantry here? Like the Infernal Guard, great weapons? No, because Blood Beasts exist. Yeah, Blood Beasts are going to be a problem. They're going to be very, very good. So got to put some respect on the Beasts of the Blood. Okay, I think I have a general idea of how we want to play this, though. Yeah, let's do that. And then maybe slap one of you guys in there. And can we afford any more laborers? Is there anything else I can squeeze out of this? Yeah, let's cut you. And get one more Dread labor. We have a big unpaid internship core here. That's for sure. A lot of unpaid interns are here for blood. All right, so let's get this and this. I think that's going to be pretty necessary. And one more of these in reserve. Yeah, that looks about right. That looks about right. Good luck, have fun. It's a trap. I feel like I should switch one of these up. Do you want another? Like the Magma Cannon is nice. This thing does have the take cover, right? When you nail people with the Hell Cannon. The magma cannon, yeah, okay. I think this is fine. The forbidden fruit is upon us. Yeah, that's probably adequate. Oh man, this is tricky. I'm in such a tricksy hobbit's position here. Let's call you guys out, and then we can maybe get one of these. And then 225. It's such an awkward amount of money. All right. Yeah, it'll do, Pig. I mean, whatever. Icelander, thanks for becoming a channel member. Setting up a trap with a Hell Cannon. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if my opponent is going to try and dive it. Is it Quake in time? No, this is not a matchup, because Warriors of Chaos are a faction that really like to use single entities. So yeah, you gotta put more respect on that. Show them that Hushut is the only Chaos God worth following. Yeah, you know, I mean, as far as like the other Chaos Gods go, right? Like, who has it the best? I mean, you know, the Chaos Dwarf still get to live in a form of civilization. They have like, you know, I feel like, yeah, like that would probably be one of the better angles, because at least the Chaos Dwarves are like wealthy and probably comfortable a lot of the, not all the time, but like at times. The other Chaos Gods is just pure suffering, you know, like just. I mean, Slaanesh is basically like Hellraiser, right? Like you have Hellraiser, you open the box, you know, they with the promise of something fun. You're having a little bit of fun while you're opening the box, but then you open the box and the chains come out, and you're like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Hashut is definitely like more chill, probably, than the other Chaos Gods, which is saying something. So guys, we have a massive core of unpaid interns here, which is such a bullshit system, by the way. I mean, that was really big when I was coming up, is the unpaid internships. Like, it's do it for the exposure, do it for the experience. Dude, it's like still a human being in their time, dude. Come on, people got to eat, man. All right, so we got this. We do have a single Fire Chad who's going to be lurking in the back and just kind of rolling up. So let's get you. You're going to go help capture this point. So we do have the pressure on all the points, more or less, which is good. That is a hell of a lot of laborers. Alright, there we go. Norska is the chillest faction. Nobody loves his followers more than... I don't think the Nurgle thing is all it's made up to be. That's for sure. I mean, it's obviously a meme in the Warhammer community that, you know... Yeah, no, he is not chill. That is for sure. Alright, so let's move you up. I'm going to get these unpaid interns heading over there. And we are going to move here. Get the Hell Cannon moving. I'm actually very excited to use the Hell Cannon here. We do have a... Yeah, this is very normal. The Tzeentch-Valkia combination is pretty nasty. Which, I don't know if I really accounted for that. Not really. I mean, I do have the Fireborn who are pretty cool, but... Yeah, Shadowcaster, and yeah, we have the Hell Cannon. Which we'll see how it does. Yeah, we're going to start taking shots here. And, oh, we get the Hellstriders coming out of the bushes. All right, that's a little bit scary. So let's go over there and see if we could help. And, yeah, with that character fighting, I'm happy to turn and engage as long as we get the Bale Taurs here. So we're going to do this. And he's staying, so I'm going to drop a bombardment right there, and then we're going to head over this way. And we're actually going to win this fight. It's going to break these guys pretty bad. So the Searing Doom is going to drop. You can see it melts them, and we're most likely going to get a victory right there. That is for sure. So the Hell Cannons are now shooting, and we do manage to melt one of the units here. So they are broken and very, very beat up. Valkia could decide to land, but I don't think it's going to happen. So we'll call that one a victory for now. All right, so the Hell Cannon, though, a little bit decent at like tracking those type of units, right? We see another Hellstrider in the bushes. What the hell? Okay, so let's go kill these. Why the hell not? We do capture this point, and we see a lot of infantry coming in, so I'm going to call some Fireborn out. And you guys retreat a little bit. We do manage to catch another one of these on the trees. And the Hell Cannon is still, you know, still tracing. We can actually get it on top of the enemy wizard. It's pretty good at sniping such characters, so we're going to see what we can do. All right, so yeah, we're still hunting here. Those Hellstriders are having a bad time. Let's get the big Bale Taurs character coming back. And we do have the Fireglaves ready to go. All right, so the unpainted turns need to roll up here. Let's get the Fireglaves going, and we do get a little bit of sniping going there. So we're going to get our Hashut Wizard back up in the sky. And what do we call it next? Is it Pain Trains? It probably is Pain Trains. Yeah, it's got to be the Pain Trains. So let's get you guys heading that way. Fireglaves are going to roll up. And Valkia is thinking about coming over here now, so we can put some hurt down on Valkia with our Fireglaves. And yeah, a little bit of shooting there as well. So we're ahead on points. We don't need to worry too much. We're going to go get you guys to kill those Marauders. And Valkia is going to be eating some shots now. She's going to be eating a little bit of Jacka there. All right. We can also shoot her with a pistol. No Hell Cannon from my opponent, but we are getting their Wizard pretty low. You can see the Hell Cannon is actually killing that Shadow Wizard, which is money. And I, of course, obstruct myself there. All right, so the pain trains are here. Let's get them out, and that's going to be a really good souvenir for my opponent. Let's keep running away here, and we can get you guys shooting at the Tzeentch Wizard and get our Sorcerer Prophet heading over there to chill. And in the trees, we do take down another Hellstrider, which is great. All right. So, yeah, Souvenirs are doing work. Let's see if we can get that Shadowcaster slipping. It looks like it's extending into my gun range, so I'm going to try and take advantage of that. We do manage to hold the point there. Let's get you guys going, and the Shadowcaster, unfortunately, stays just out of range there, which is brilliant. All right, so we're heading up. Going to continue trying to snipe that wizard, and the Tzeentch character up there is cackling, but if I can get rid of the shadow magic, that's going to be super, super good, right? We do see a lot of infantry coming over here, which I think is risky. I'm just going to farm them with the Kadai. In the trees, the freaking Orc laborers there. They've been fighting all freaking day, huh? So it's awesome. All right, so let's go get our character to move over here. Definitely going to save up for some final transmutations. And in the meantime, you guys can shoot here. Let's get the pain train heading over this way as well. And the Kadai were able to do some really, really nice work. All right, so moving up. Let's get you guys going. We do dive in there. And yeah, the Fireglaves are keeping the characters honest. You know, without those, he would definitely be causing some disruption. That is for sure. All right, so you guys go here. Let's get our Lord back. Lord's going to need to run from Valkia here, and we definitely need another Fireglaive to come in. That's for sure. All right, so let's get another Fireglaive coming up. Looking good. And yeah, now we just run away a little bit. Kind of keep the labor force poking on in. The Orc labor is actually not doing badly, mind you. They're doing pretty decent. Okay, so that character's trundling about. Let's go ahead and shoot here. I could maybe attack Valkia. I actually don't know how this fight's going to go. So let's test the waters and see what's cooking here. All right, so you guys go there. And we do get hit with that. Valkia actually getting smashed up pretty good by my Baletor's character, which is outstanding. You gotta love to see it. My opponent Shadowcaster also in danger. Let's get you guys moving. And yeah, after the changes, I find that Valkia is not quite as strong in the dueling situation as she once was. Okay, let's call some of you guys up, get some Hobgoblins moving on in. And yes, now we do have some pressure coming. Let's go ahead and attack here. Pull you guys back a little bit. The pain train is getting some routes on those guys. Now let's retreat it back this way and run. And he's still pressing this point, which is very, very precarious. The Shadow Wizard is almost dead, which is huge. All right, let's charge here, get these Marauders offline, and the Pain Train is just going to keep rolling through these guys, getting some nice work in, and cool. All right, so we have time. The points are really close. We're not like in any huge rush or anything. We do have another Fireglaive coming in, which is great. We're going to use them to come back here and peel these off. Let's attack Valkia here. You guys shoot here. And the Shadow Wizard is almost sniped by the Hell Cannon, which is super, super good for us, right? That's just money, money, money. All right, so let's get the Tzeentch character. If I can catch them in a final transmutation together, that would be like the power fantasy situation, obviously. Let's get a Hobo Goblin to come in here, clean these guys off. You guys go there, and you guys come up here. All right, great. So the Tzeentch character just kind of going hog wild here. We do see a couple of Hellstriders. Not sure what they're really looking to do. I cannot afford to lose this point, though. That is a very precarious one. So I need to get back a little bit on this and get you guys back on the point. Hopefully we can hold that and be okay. So he's going for the artillery in the back, the Hell Cannon. Hell Cannons do take a long time to kill, though, I've noticed. They take a hell of a long time. All right, so let's move across, go over here, and it looks like the Pain Train was able to stabilize. So we just keep value trading because we're pretty well up in value right now. And I could go after the Tzeentch Wizard. There's an opportunity to be had back there, that is for sure. All right, so we're moving up. We're going to get you guys here. We're going to get you guys fighting. And you Hobgoblin missiles, go back here. And the Tzeentch character might be able to get a route on him, maybe. So Pain Train's going to go this way. And now soon we're going to call in another Pain Train here. The Shadowcaster is off in the Shadow Realm somewhere. And we could just switch on to, just some Marauders or whatever. It's going to be fine. All right, so let's get you guys here. Let's call in another Pain Train here. So we're going to get this to come up, roll, full speed ahead. And it looks like we completely stabilized this point. It's looking super comfortable. It's looking very, very good for us. So we're still fine. We got time. It's, it's a bit of a crunch, but we should be all right. So let's get you to do this, get the Hobgoblins to come back here, get the Hell Cannons to keep feasting, and I just need to use my magic now, so I'm just going to probably try and snipe Valkia. I need to get her to pop her... Oh, okay, speak of the devil, she popped her Demon Shield. All right, that's great. So we are absolutely chilling. So let's get you back here, and we can unsummon you guys, which is going to be A-okay. All right, so, yep, Hobgoblin's coming on up, and Valkia did pop her Demon Shield. I hate to do it, though. What is that? Actually, that's Chaos Warrior Halberds. That's a better choice. And we have Blood Beasts here too, so the Blood Beasts definitely need to pay the price. All right, so 7 and 7. The trains are looking good. Let's go over here and just start working towards this objective. Move you up, target the Blood Beasts of Khorne, and we can just use a sweeper unit to clean the riffraff off at this point. Hell Cannon's almost out of ammo, so I don't really care. Not really worth it for us. So we're gonna go ahead and take this caster down. Can we actually just kill the caster by charging it here? I think so. All right, so we're doing this. Let's shoot at Valkia a little bit. We get the Blood Beast moving in, so let's go get on the Blood Beasts. And yeah, I mean, this thing is still shooting, which is good, so it is what it is. We do get the caster down. See, the enemy wizard has fallen to the maw of Hashut. Now we're going to start marching for all 3 objectives, because we have a big value lead. We're definitely winning this game. My opponent already preparing for a Helm's Deep, which is, you know, a good idea for sure, but it's probably not going to be enough. And Fire Glaives, let's get him over here to help out. We're going to start contesting the middle. So let's start flipping that, and we can use some big nukes for sure. All right, let's move you up, get you guys heading this way. And look at that, the freaking cannon is still going despite all that, right? It's awesome. Oh, a little bit dodgy down here, isn't it? Yeah, a little bit dodgy, that's for sure. We're going to need to get these hobos up on the point here, so let's get them up there. We are going to lose that point, but I think it's okay. It's a little bit ugly, but it is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and try and blob up these halberds. Let's get a breath attack on them, and don't worry, I am going to use my Wind's Magic one of these days. That is for sure, but my opponent is actually starting to win on this objective, although I think we're going to knock off most of the stuff. Yeah, I think it's going to be all right. All right, so let's gather them up, and we're going to do a big old, yeah, we need to get them gathered first. Let's do a Searing Doom here. That's going to be good. Let's get the Hobo Goblins coming on up, moving, and you guys are still online, I think. No, it's actually broken now. Okay. So he does manage to overwhelm me on this point, which is a little bit scary. Makes me a little bit nervous, but we do rout off the halberds. They are indeed broken. A lot of Hellstriders coming out, which is one of the things that makes Warriors of Chaos a good faction in general. Let's unsummon you. Fireborn are still grinding. We are a little bit too close on value. Yeah, a little bit too close, and it's getting dangerous now for sure. Let's get these guys. Let's get the laborers heading up. Yeah, let's get you guys heading up on the objective here. Looks fine. And we're going to continue crumping here. All right, so we're going to drop another Searing Doom on these halberds. Should be able to get them off, to be honest. Let's move up. You guys, these are the anti-large ones, so they're not going to be super effective here. And let's do a big old bombardment right there. Wreck those guys. And hopefully we can make some ground here. Yeah, the Fire Glaives are fighting, but it's not an ideal fight for them. I need to be summoning in units in the right spots too. All right, so you guys head up. We are farming a ton of value right now, but my opponent also getting some value back as well. So that's frightening. Final Transmutation, I mean, Valky is on the table, but I'm you know, I thought I was comfortable here, but it's this game became a lot closer than I was hoping it would be. All right. So Pain Trains are feeding some value here, but the halberds are also getting mulched a bit. So let's go over here and clean up these Chaos Warriors. Get these guys to move here, help out a little bit. You guys go to that objective, and yeah, I'm definitely losing in a big losing position all of a sudden. We can come back here actually and get him with a big old razzle dazzle. So I don't have too many opportunities to do this, so we're just going to pop it, and hopefully he stays there. Although it doesn't look like he's going to. Oof, that's not good. All right, so moving on up. Let's get some laborers. The unpaid interns need to rise. So let's get them, and we do get the Final Transmutation. Not the best cast. Unfortunately, it really just hits one unit, which feels bad, but it is what it is. All right, so you guys move in. We do have this big, scary, like, terror-causing squad, which is pretty menacing. Unfortunately, the Fire Glaives there are having a rough time. Let's get the interns heading over here. Okay, and then you guys can head over there as well. How are we going to do in this blob fight? I do have a Searing Doom opportunity. Okay, let's get the Overcast going. Searing Doom these guys, move up. Hopefully grab that point. We do have some great weapons. Yeah, man, he's getting a lot of points right now. This is dodgy. This is dodgy as hell. All right, so move on up to the point. Yeah, get rid of these Chaos Warrior great weapons. And unfortunately here, I think I just lost the game. He, down here, stabilized. So maybe the Hell Cannons were not the way. I don't know. They seem to do all right. We're going to go charge some of these Marauders. Maybe the trains were a little bit... I'm having trouble figuring out what went super wrong this game, you know? Yeah, like what did not go well for us? It's a tricky conundrum. All right, so let's pull back, do this. We're going to shoot the Blood Beasts with our bows. You guys move in and fight. The Laborer Corps needs to do their thing, and you guys can come in and help there too. All right. So we do start to get a little bit of momentum on the objective here, a little bit with the trains. Like I felt like it was in good shape, but something went wrong. I just don't know what. Yeah, I gotta figure out, you know, get to the bottom of this, because I felt like we were in a winning position. You know, I was like, things were going good, you know, and then they just weren't. Yeah, and then they weren't. So the Blood Beasts are almost broken over there. I feel like they didn't do that much. I mean, maybe I was a little bit too laxed on my objective. Like I shouldn't have let that objective flip down there. I feel as if that is maybe one of the issues that we encountered. Yeah, so you guys fight here, try and clean these guys off. You guys move up here. I mean, we are getting some ground. You see we're starting to like clear in a lot of areas, but it's just too late. Just too late, guys. Yeah, I mean, this point's going to flip for sure. We have the terror route, the trains. I mean, he doesn't have too many ways of interacting with the trains. You know, I just think magma cannons, like double magma would have been good, but protecting against his Zinj character might have actually been very difficult. So there is that. But well played. Very good game for my opponent. You know, very cool classic chaos play using the Zinj characters for anti-large. But the Bellator's character kind of just did whatever he wanted. It wasn't like there was like huge threats against him. So that gets folded up here. We start to get down here, but that's it. GG. Well played. Even value trading, but we just lost on objectives. Your skirmish cav, uncontested, which grinded down your... Yeah, maybe I should have reinforced more dwarves. The Hell Cannon, though, was pretty good. Like, the Hell Cannon sniped his character, but character sniping is not what we needed. We needed to be cleaving his infantry, right? Yeah, I think the Hell Cannon lost us the game. It isn't the ROR, you know? It isn't the ROR. Yeah, I needed to, like, magmas are so good at killing all this stuff, with the exception of the characters, which I feel like can fend off, right? The Sorcerer Prophet also didn't do super well. GG, good game. Well deserved. All right, so we need to win the rest of our games. That was a winnable game, but I think the Hell Cannon was what did us in. It just wasn't useful. Like a double magma build would have been just better. Like double magma, cut these crappy orc laborers, cut you, you know, and then from here we could just get, you know, a fire glaive or something, right? And yeah, like this build probably wins the game. Because these will just wreck Marauders for days. Like you'll have no problem getting through their infantry or Chaos Warriors. The hard part is protecting your against like Valkia and stuff, but I think we can with the proper call-ins. The second Fire Glaive, yeah, I don't know if we need that. Probably just more Warriors, but the Blood Beasts are still problematic. Yeah, this build looks fine, and then we get you, and I think we just get some Chorf Warriors coming out. Maybe cheapo ones. Yeah, like anything in this direction. The Kadai Fireborn felt really good, actually. The trains were also good. They were very disruptive. So yeah, just the experiment failed and it cost us a round. The Sorcerer Prophet typically is a very strong fighter. They have a huge HP pool and a strong stat line, so they can fight Valkia one-on-one. But Valkia with the Tzeentch character would not be good. They would be able to 2v1 you and you'd have a bad time. Okay, let me check here and see. Messaging here, a little bit of adminning to do. Yo. Did your opponent no-show? God, I'm such a boomer. I have to like say it out loud. Okay. Oh, no, you got to buy around. Okay. That's what it was. Okay, so Jack. As long as Lahoot and prepare for the bear do fine, then we have decent chances. The Magma's morale thing would have helped too. Yeah, Bull Centaur. Yeah, Bull Centaur renders also would not have been a bad choice. There's a lot of stuff we could have done. Yeah. We did kill the wizard, which is always good. I mean, taking magic away from people is nice. I mean, he was Melkoth spamming, which isn't even that good against Chorfs. So, yeah. It is what it is. Okay, so refreshing, and where are we right now? Okay. Round is still going to be a little ways. That game wasn't quick, but it wasn't super long either, so we probably have some time before the round is over. The next 15 minutes or so. Okay, so next map is going to be... Okay, we're actually almost done. Yeah, that was a pretty quick round. We're on the Arachnarok lair. Now, this is a weird one for Chorfs. This is like a brawler map, so Magmas kind of work here, but not super well. You have to change the way you play. You definitely do. You definitely do. I'm still hoping for... Yeah. If we get a link to the Discord, that'd be great. Let me message Frost and see if he can hook me up here. I think one of our admins in our Discord, like, maybe closed the invites right now. Let me check. Not get a Discord. Not able to generate. Okay, cool. I messaged someone. We'll see if we can get an answer before the stream's over. I've been grinding campaign achievements in my Epidemius campaign. Yeah, Epidemius is actually, he sees some play here occasionally. We've seen fringe Epidemius play. The Blood Beasts weren't even that big of a problem. Like, the Blood Beasts were just battling chaff units and barely getting any value and then dying. Like, they were not that big of an issue. The Kadai held very well. They actually killed multiple waves of infantry. I think you could theoretically do, like, a Kadai push. That would have actually been really good against my opponent. If I just go full Kadai push, like, what was he going to have against it? Beside Hellstriders? Not much. Yeah, how could you do that against Wok? Let's see. So you go, like, very, very heavy here, maybe with 3 of these. Cut you, and then like a Lord, and that could feasibly work against Warriors of Chaos, actually. How strong would Chorfs be if they had Blackworks like tabletop? It wouldn't hurt if they gave Chorfs shielded Blackworks. It wouldn't be bad, but I mean they already kind of have them. You have the Infernal Guard, which are not that different than a Black Orc. Like the shielded one is very similar in terms of function. Yeah. Oh yeah, we do need some Astrogoth today as well. Astrochad. Astrochad is actually very good in that matchup. He can fight. He can beat down Valkia pretty well because he's infantry sized. So Valkia doesn't get the bonus for large. So that's a pretty cool little forbidden tech from Hashut. All right, refreshing. Okay, how many games do we have? It looks like 1, 2, 3 games still ongoing. Okay, cool. Should be ready any minute. Yeah, Chaos Dwarves are a good faction, though. I think they're sitting at a 50% win rate, so very balanced, which is fun. I don't know. It says that Chaos Dwarves have been having success against Beastmen, but that's probably... Yeah, that's an anomaly. That's not right. Beastmen usually crush Chaos Dwarves, like good Beastmen players do. Although the Pain Trains can be menacing. Yeah, Dwarves are very good against Chaos Dwarves, too. That's, I guess, lore-friendly, sort of. Yeah, a little bit of lore friendliness there. Yeah, Chorfs are solid. They don't really need much more. I mean, they're a good faction. If like anything needed to be looked at on the roster, it would probably just be the... Yeah, I mean, the roster is pretty balanced. I dig it. It's a good roster. It's like well designed at this point. It was Haggard at first, but the Destroyer is still a bit of a meme. You could maybe like look at that, give the Destroyer like a cool unique ability or something, maybe. But aside from that, they're great. Would you recommend Death Guard for first-time tabletop players? Yeah, Death Guard are fun, man. I like them. Although, to be completely frank with you, I'm very out of touch with 40k, but I play like once every 2 weeks maybe. But yeah, Death Guard are great, and they're easy to paint too. So for like a new player, the painting is very forgiving with Death Guard. My streams are kind of random, Justin. I just kind of... Usually it's like 4 or 5 days a week at night, but I'm going to be doing more daytime streams. I'm just such a night owl, man. I stay up so late, like painting minis, you know, working on the old Magic decks, you know, doing my editing and thumbnails and stuff. So, yeah, I'm just such a night owl. Have you played any Northgard? I haven't. No, I looked at it. It wasn't enough to lure me in. Although I've heard it's good. Love watching the Chorfs. Me too. Chorfs are just so fun to play. They're so cool. And round is done. Cool. Yeah, that was fast and efficient, huh? We're getting there. Hobgoblin Pigback Riders. Oh my god. No, please. No more OP units. All right, let's advance this. Unleash the Destroyer. All right, so we got Jack. All right, the dreaded Jack is going to be here. Let's see what he's got. We're up. And we'll see what they're playing. Yeah, this will be a fun time to try some cool stuff on this map. All right, let's get our blocker up. Let's get the Sentient Slab of Ham to guard us here. All right, perfect. Chorfs equivalent of Slayers. That would be cool. Yeah, like Chaos Dwarf Slayers would be badass. That'd be super cool. Yeah, I play Magic. I play Commander mostly. So I play Braids. I play like a really miserable... I have 3 decks. I have my most competitive deck it's like a fringe. I wouldn't call it CDH, but it's like borderline. Definitely couldn't compete at a CDH table though, probably. It's a Braids deck, so it's mono black, and it's pure misery. It runs like Contamination, Eternal Darkness, tons of stacks effects, smoke stacks. Like it's just pure suffering. I love it. It's my favorite deck. And then I have a Xenagos deck, which is just big Unga Bunga monsters. That's like my mid-powered deck. And then I have an Enchantress deck, Aminitu, for casual tables. So I have a deck for like each power level, basically. Orc Laborers with golden chevrons. That is kind of a funky idea. Let's party. Oh, grudge match. I got a dwarf opponent here. All right, I don't know how experienced he is. I'm hoping not too much because it's a hard matchup. All jokes aside, I'd rather play against an experienced opponent. But no, not Braid. I use Braids. Let me show you guys. It's Braids, Arisen, Nightmare. Yeah, I use this Braids. Let me show you guys real quick here. All right. Yeah, this one here. I love this commander. It's so good, and the art is so freaking good on that. At the beginning of your end step, you sacrifice an artifact, creature, enchantment, or land, or planeswalker. If you do, each opponent may sacrifice a permanent that shares a card type with that. For each opponent who doesn't, however, they lose 2 life and you draw a card. So like you play Braids on turn 3 and you have like an early artifact like on turn 2, and you're literally drawing 3 cards like on turn 3. It's brutal. And she does this every turn. And it also is really good because Braids can control stacks effects. So if you have like a smokestack or like a winter orb you want to get rid of, you can do it whenever you want by just sacrificing it. She allows you to sacrifice any permanent type. So she's really fun. Really, really fun commander. Yeah. All right. Cool. And let's start the build here. So against dwarves, yeah, I don't know. This is a hard matchup. I've definitely won it before, but it's an uphill one. You know, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. Okay, so let's get this. I mean, we could do some artillery shenanigans. Oh shit! Chaos Dwarves can bring the Soul of Damnation. Oh! I just totally went over my head. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Rip Jeweled Lotus. I'm not a big enjoyer of fast mana in general, so I was actually happy when they got rid of the Jeweled Lotus, but yeah. We're going to try some cool shit here, guys. This is going to be fun. Unfortunately, in this matchup, you need to watch out for the gyrocopters, because goddamn, they're extremely menacing. So we gotta put some respect on those gyros names. All right, so Drazhoath is kind of an interesting one here, but Astro Chad is also very good. I think we're going to do this, though. Yeah, looks good. They don't have any spells. All right. Tried for years to make a solid rat deck. Oh, rat decks are fun, dude. I mean, yeah, you should just... My thing with Commander is like having a deck of varying power levels, right? So, you know, kind of read the room, assess the power level of who you're playing with, and then, you know, go accordingly. Yeah, so we'll get a couple of those, and we'll get one of these too, which is going to be fun. I miss the old Magic streams. They were a good time. Yeah, we did some Arena. Arena's fun. I just don't want to pay for all the cards on there. I have so many cards in person. I'm just like, dude, I don't want to like pay for that shit again, you know? It's just troll. And I got Sliver Queen. Yeah, Sliver Queen's worth like $300 now or something crazy like that. It's a lot of money. Alrighty, so blunderbusses are kind of a cute one in this matchup. I think like you can get away with a blunderbuss. And from there, that's a badass pick for sure. I'm going to get a little bit crunk here. This is going to potentially be very risky, but I think also could be super, super cool. All right, let's cut you guys, and I'm going to need a little something here. Yeah, so maybe you... Unleash the Elector Blunderbusses. Hey, what's up, Ryan? How you doing, man? Just moved into your new spot in the ham. Oh, cool, dude. Congratulations, man. Hope you're all comfy up there, dude. It was a lot of fun meeting you up there. Good times, man. Good times indeed, and congrats on the new spot. We were just talking about Magic. We were talking about my Braids deck. Yeah, it's fun. So trains against dwarves. I think like a single Skullcracker isn't stupid. You know, just having like one maybe, just to get out and get her done. Yeah, but the gyrocopter spam is what I dread the most. Like the steam gyros just like sitting overhead and just like cackling at you. That's going to be a little bit frightening. All right, so we'll get this and this. Yeah, we're going to have some fun with this. We're going to bring some off-meta picks and hopefully feast like the Heathen Kings of old, you know? Be great if you can scan your cards and use... I know. That's been the one thing that's kind of turned me off getting into Arena is like the card situation there, yeah. Yeah, whatever. It'll do, pig. It'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. I am a villainous mono black player. Yeah, villainous. I love just... I feed on the suffering of the table around me. Although I would never do that if like someone was using a weaker deck. I would downscale to one of my weaker decks. I'm not like a villain who shows up at a table with like a really high-powered, you know, casual deck and bullies people, but if I know that everybody's using I'd love stacks. I love miserable like Winter Orb. Contamination is like one of my favorite cards of all time. Let me show you guys this card. It's so villainous. I love it. Contamination MTG. So this is like one of my favorite cards ever. Oh god, I get so hard playing this card. Let me show you guys here. Yeah. So here's what it is. During your upkeep, sacrifice a creature or sacrifice Contamination. But whenever a land is tapped for mana, it produces a swamp instead of its normal type. So basically, I run a bunch of cards that recur themselves. So like, you know, pretty much all those skeletons that come back, you know, Crypt Ghast, like all this kind of other shit, right? So this makes it so the entire table can only produce black mana from their lands. It's hilarious. Oh my god, it's just seeing the despair. it's definitely the mono black role playing. Yeah. Mono blue landfall. Oh, that's an interesting one. Yeah, that's fun. The fun fact about the this channel was originally going to be a Magic the Gathering Commander channel. That was the original plan here. Oh, I love Pestilence. I love Pestilence. Yeah, it's a great one, Ryan. That's an OG, dude. Pestilence is very much like a group suffering card too. It's great. And I mean, what kind of, if you're going to be a mono black wizard, you have to wish suffering. You know, you gotta be playing that game. So against dwarves, yeah, we're gonna go with. We got to be careful moving too far out here without support. Okay, so we got like a mix of good infantry and like cheaper infantry. We're gonna play the sides because dwarven shooting is so good that I think we just have to play the sides here, right? Okay, we're gonna mainly focus on this side though. And then we do have a sneaky get too. He's just gonna be cackling in the shadows here, just waiting in the wings. Stasis enjoyers? Oh, for sure, dude. Who doesn't enjoy a little stasis action? Yeah. Contaminate works really well with the rat spawn deck. Oh, totally. Yeah, you just have Contaminate, and the other one is Eternal Darkness. It does the same thing, but it's basically worse because it has a cumulative upkeep that makes you pay mana and lose life. So it's much more punishing. Oh yeah, sorry guys. You guys don't want the 1940s radio commentary of this battle? I'm surprised. All right. No one tell him. If you say no one tell him, I'm gonna see the message saying no one tell him. You gotta. You gotta step up the game there, man. All right, let's see if we can beat dwarves. The Chaos Dwarves currently have a 22% win rate against dwarves, but you know this map could change it, and also the experience level. So, oh, Grombrindle, the Chad dwarf. All right, let's go. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that, but that was fine. All right, you guys move up here. Let's get the Hell Cannon to move over there. I need to make sure his cannons like can't hit me, and I can hit him. Is the plan? All right. So what the hell is this army? Oh, man. He's got Iron Drakes, dude. He's got all the goodies. He's got a cannon here, which is going to shoot my cannon. Yeah, let's, like, not let that happen. All right, so, yeah, he's shooting at my skirmishers, which is fine. We're going to grab this. God damn. Let's move over this way. Go, go, go. Yes, 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 my precious. Rise, my minions. So in reserve, I got some cool shit. I got, like, blunderbusses. I have the Immortals, dude. That is just such a cool unit. All right, so we have the Infernal Guard too. I feel like they're gonna get the business from the blasting charges, but let's see if we could like get Felix here a little bit. And now we're gonna start shooting in here in a second. Just at whatever we can hit, really. You know, just right at the goodies. All right, so we do get the capture there, and this guy's gonna go back here and go full spec ops. You know, and we're gonna have a good time doing it. All right, so yep, we get down here. We just get the side objectives and just play those, and not care about anything else really. Nice shot from the Hell Cannon. Let's go ahead and get on the blasting charges. And it is time for us to eat these blasting charges like absolute champs. So I think we pull back for a second, pull back. And what we're going to do on this side is actually call in some Bull Centaur dual weapons to come down here and try and mitigate those blasting charges. Let's send forward the Haggard ones first. And yeah, and then hopefully we'll be fine. Cool. So let's go play in the backfield a little bit and see what we can do. The Hell Cannon shots are doing great. They're just, you know, teeing off. Having a good old jolly time. Fireglaves are going to be a bit of a problem. Let's move you guys here. Bull Centaurs down there. And cool. So maybe we need to shoot at the range units. Yeah. Those Fireglaves, the thing about Chorfs, guys, is they have fire resist on a lot of units, which is pretty awesome. So there is that. They're not going to be helpless there. And we're going to circle around the back of the army. But I don't want to threaten the cannon, because if I do, he's going to get a little bit... Yeah, he's going to get... Oh, man, that Fireglaive... He did not care at all about that. All right, so we're going to move you guys in here. We're going to get you and do a big alpha strike right there in that position. And in the meantime, hopefully we can shut down this cannon. Yeah, so we retreat away. And now, do we want to meet the dwarves here? Let's go ahead and get some Searing Doom. So we're going to get some Searing Doom action. And yeah, we cannot afford to let those things shoot. So we're going to go back here and try and get a little shutdown here. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Oh, God, that hurts. All right, and we're going to get on you guys. And then we're going to get on you guys here. And we're going to call in one more light cap here to help out. All right, so that should be a double shutdown right there. And we still have the Infernal Guard fighting. We're going to go ahead and do a Searing Doom on... are any of these good quality units? Not really. Yeah, they're just kind of the gremlins. All right, so we need to push, and we're going to go ahead and push. And I think our Chorf infantry... let's pull back a little bit. I don't know if we win that. You know, it's a little bit messy. But the Bull Centaur vendors have gotten onto the prize. They've gotten onto the goodies. And we do manage to get the cannon. Look, we got the cannon. Yeah, boy. All right, so this is going to be a scary... Whoa, whoa, what is my Sorcerer Prophet doing? Goddamn. All right, so we need to pull back a little bit. Felix Jaeger, we're going to catch him with the Final Transmutation. It's going to be the play. But the Bull Centaur dual weapons are doing good, but they are getting roasted a little bit, which feels bad. Let's come over here, and we need to get all of our skirmishers going. And let's get the Hell Cannon to go scoot over there and deal with that. All right, so we're running away for sure. Value's close, which is decent. I'm happy for that. And we do manage to get those down, which is outstanding. The cannon is offline, so that's huge. And let's get you guys around. And the gyrocopters are just like the scourge, man. They're so rough. All right, so let's get you guys in there and fighting. And the Bull Centaur renders hopefully will rally. Yeah, we do get that annoying gyrocopter there just doing all the work against us. All right, so next up we're going to call in a Fireglaive. We're going to get him over here and get ready to start shooting. And, you know, threaten capture in the middle, actually. We can just totally maybe steal that, which would be huge. We don't have enough for an overcasted Final Transmutation yet, so that is not good. But we do have an opportunity to maybe steal the middle. Hell Cannon's doing work, and the Fireglaives should be waddling over here now. All right, so we need to capture this. We do still have the Bull Centaur renders. They've returned, like Palpatine. And the cannon is back online, too. So let's go see if we can get that cannon offline. All right, so we do steal the middle, I think. Did we steal it? Do we steal it? All right, he's going for a bombardment on me, which is a smart play. And did we get the objective? We did. Great. So we got that. Let's do this. This is going to be a Final Transmutation on his characters. And if we can take down that gyrocopter, that would just be money. And we do manage to start flipping the side, too. All right, let's get you on here, and call it a day. All right, so I do get the fat, erect Final Transmutation on those guys. We're going to pull this character away, start sending some Hobgoblins up to the middle to help hold that objective, and great. So that's offline. Let's get this, get these Fireglaives moving over here, and we do shut down quite a few of the range units as well. Felix is actually almost dead. Do we have the Infernal Guard still fighting here? We do. That's awesome. All right, so we need to hold this objective. So we're going to just like park the whole party here, go charge you. The Iron Drakes, man, Dwarven leadership is really not a joke. And we'll get you guys to run down these guys right there. And the guns are going to be moving up, the guns of Hashut. All right, so we get the charge. We hold the objective here. Our Sorcerer Prophet is going to be extra cowardly and run away, which is, you know, extra despicable is probably more the accurate way of saying that. Let's go get back here and just see if we could, like, loop around and troll some of these cannons. Get you guys right there on those Slayers. Hobgoblins should honestly do pretty well. We're going to keep moving the guns up. And do we flip this bottom objective? I think we do. Great. So more and more Slayers are on the way out. Slayers are going to be definitely annoying to deal with. I think we flipped that objective, do we? We do. Great. So let's run these miners down. And you guys come over here. Let's get the guns and start shooting at the Slayers. And the Sorcerer Prophet can go there and get ready to cackle. All right, so we need to get back onto his goodies here. We still have Chorf infantry fighting everywhere. Let's switch on to the Slayers here. And you guys can go get that cannon offline. And the Bull Centaur renders can just probably be unsummoned at this point. Yeah, probably going to be better. Yeah, alrighty. So back on the point you go. Back on the point here. Let's do this. Pull the Fireglaives back. Retreat a little bit. Yeah, not great to be fighting those. We do get the Hell Cannon shooting in. Probably can just waste these Dwarf Warriors here. All right, let's get you guys to shoot. Pull back. Sorcerer Prophet's hanging out there. We're definitely doing good. I would say we're in a comfortable position. Not comfortable, but a good position. Let's get some more Dwarf Warrior Great Opens down there. They take a while to get where they need to go, so yeah, we're going to try and do what we can with that. All right, pistol shot. Let's go after you guys. Keep these guys on the objective, and calling in like a good quality infantry unit down here. The Infernal Guard might actually straight up just get that ground back. Yeah, they might. Hobgoblins finish them off. Looking good down here. Let's unsummon you and unsummon you. Get you back in the pool. All right, there we go. And save up for another big AoE or something. Felix, unfortunately, did get a lot of healing. Uh-oh. Oh, the White Dwarf's coming for me. He wants it. All right, hopefully we can waste them with some of these Fireglaives. That would be nice. Okay, one cannon's offline. Grombrindle's getting it a little bit. Felix is definitely a better target. Oh, man. If he gets my Lord, that's going to hurt. Okay, he eats some shots. Yeah, just keep waddling away. It's going to be okay, buddy. You're going to get away. You can do it. What do we want to keep shooting? Slayers? Yeah, keep shooting the Slayers. And Felix is an easier target. He's actually much more killable. So we're going to just Final Transmutation Felix, try and get a snipe right now. And hope for the best. All right, I'm up on points. I'm going to need something nasty down here to rip this point up. So let's get some Bull Centaur renders. And we still have some good quality units fighting there. Great. So Felix, yeah, I think we got the snipe on Felix. Yeah, Felix got sniped. He's much easier to snipe than Grombrindle, obviously. Oh, waste him. Finish him off. That's going to be nice. Let's go back here, get the cannon again. So we're going to try and get the cannon if we can. Yep, another good shot from the Hell Cannon. It's a great unit. And Felix is still somehow palpatining over here. He's still alive. Let's shoot the Slayers. Get you on the objective for a little bit of capture weight, and we can move you nasty gets down here for this objective. All right, we're gonna do this. We do have that side objective. We're holding on to the middle just barely. These little gobos are doing great, and we're gonna move up and through the seam here. Pull you back a little bit. Let's get you back in the trees because there's a lot of nastiness coming, so I don't think that point is worth fighting over. Let's finish off Felix. All right, how are we doing? Are we gonna get it? Yeah, fighting over here is just a disaster. It's not gonna go good. All right, so Felix should be close to death, and we are gonna wrestle the side point. I need to get it to be a Helm's Deep situation, you know? We gotta get it to that. All right, so let's move up here. Let's go dive that cannon again. It's gonna keep him honest, and we'll start reinforcing over here. Yeah, just get some great weapons coming here. Pull you guys around. If the gyrocopter approaches us, we're gonna have tools for it. Middle capture weight is starting to flip though. It's not good. Yeah, so we need to get the renders over here. Get those renders and the hobo goblins over here as well. And then the 2 dwarves can stay down there and hold that. Oh man, I want to hold this objective, but it's not gonna be easy. All right, great weapons, move over here. Come on. Come on, dudes, get there. Yeah, nice shots from the guns. The big cannon is still blasting away. Let's go after the healthy longbeards. We do get hit with the smoke bomb, feels bad. You guys get on those. Cannons are gonna be a menace. Oh God, can those guys get to the point a little bit faster, please? Let's get you around. And yeah, those damn slayers, they're so sticky. Okay, oh, we managed to flip the capture weight. And let's get a Searing Doom right here too. Nice, that's gonna be clutch. All right. So we're going to charge into the back of the Slayers, do a little bit of cycle charging. But holding that point buys us so much time. Buys us so much freaking time. All right, let's get in there. Hopefully it goes well. Let's get the Hell Cannon to start shooting at the gyrocopter because they're actually very good against them. So, all right, let's do this. Oh, we got a rally next to the cannon. That's like every defensive player's worst nightmare. Ooh, nice bombardment, dude. You guys see that shit? That was clean as hell. That was really good. Oh, man. He did wreck his own units too, but mostly my goblins getting wrecked. All right, so the Great Weapons are on the way. Slayers are almost dead. And call-ins for me. What do we want to call in at this point? Yeah, the low ground's looking pretty good, although he is dwarf tiding me down here, so we gotta put some respect on that. Okay, so we do get another bombard. Our great open unit does arrive. Grombrindle's actually in trouble. He is surrounded. Oh, is that a gyro bomber? Oh, it's the Sky Hammer. Oh, that explains so much. Oh God, it's just scorched earthing me. All right, so let's just. I guess we got to keep holding the middle, man. It's gonna be ugly, but did we get the cannon? He stabilizes it. All right. So, geez, dude, the Skyhammer is just absolutely punishing me right now. This is rough. All right, let's get in here. Call it a blunderbuss. Yeah, at least they can help out a little bit. And we need to rotate you down to the bottom here. We got the Infernal Guard shooting with their great weapons. And, oh, Grombrindle's actually straight up dying here. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's get another Hobo Goblin. Call him out here. And the villainous Hobgoblins must arrive. Losing that low ground objective is not good. That's not good. That Skyhammer bombardment, man, that just buttered my bread super hard. But we're about to kill Grombrindle, which is money. So that's that at least is very good for us. All right, let's get you on the objective here. We're getting you here, getting you here. Gonna try and hold it for as long as we can, but we need to get Gromby. We need to punish him. That is for sure. How's the artillery doing in the back? Yeah, still shooting away, still generating good value. I guess getting the Skyhammer is good, and I think it's worth actually nailing him with this, just to you know, get the job done. I think it's worth it. All right, so let's get these two around, have them hold the middle. Grombrindle should die to that ability there. We do have another great weapon. Let's get him up here to continue the fighting. And are we going to be able to hold this objective a little bit longer? Maybe. Grombrindle is down, which is great. Let's get you guys out there to start contesting this point. And looks like we stabilized down here. Let's get you guys to go fight there. And can we stabilize this point? That is the question, ladies and gentlemen. Probably not. Bull Centaurs get back on the point. That damn gyrocopter is just ruining my day. Just absolutely ruining me. I think we can win the grind, though. Like, we're up in value. The enemy lord is dead. You know, there's a couple elements that are very good for us. And this gyro, man, must have like 2k value. Yeah, 2,000 value on the dot. All right, hobgoblins. Let's get them around. Down here, what do we got? We got some sneakiness. Let's do a little sneaky. Maybe see if we could like plan a late game ninja of that point. Let's get you guys here. And the blunderbusses have arrived. All right, great. So now we have the blunderbusses. They're going to anchor that point pretty well. I don't know if I can win on just one right now, though, is the problem. I don't know if we can. We have our character here, but we don't want him to get surrounded and killed and whatnot. And the blunderbusses, hopefully we'll keep that thing honest. Hell Cannon's offline, so we can unsummon that for a nice refund. It was able to get its full potential. All right, let's get you down there. Run away with you. The blunderbuss is wasting those dwarven miners. It's doing good damage against them. So we do get our refund from the big cannon. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go down here. I think this is going to be the play, like Alpha Strike this point. And what do we have here? Oh, let's call in the Immortals. Yeah, let's get the Immortals down there. That's going to be a big problem. Okay, I'm pretty sure I went on just one, but it's like razor close. So we need to just like hunker down here, man. Yeah, the fact that I'm still playing 2 points, I need to just get a little bit of pressure on this. Let's get you guys here. Let's get you guys here. He's got a lot of dwarves coming in. But let's get a big charge there. He's about to run out of ammo. Dude, what is hitting my lord? Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. All right, so we start to flip that one. Playing a dangerous game, though, for sure. Yeah, we get the sneaky gets over there. And can this thing just run out of ammo for the love of the gods, man? All right, so blunderbusses are doing some damage. We're going to need some fast capture weight down there, so let's just get some Wolf Rider bows, because we just need to make sure we don't lose the capture momentum down in the low ground here. And this objective is going to flip. Let's get you guys to intercept here. And is it going to flip, though? I should have sent the Immortals to the other side. That was a mistake. Oh, I didn't notice if I went on just one objective, so we might need to actually flip this. That's going to be really, really close. All right, I think we're going to get it. The Immortals will get there soon. The Hobgoblins are going to make sure we don't have any drama here. We're going to retreat you back there. If I flip this for even a second, I probably just win on the one. Ah, yeah, I did get it. Okay, that's huge. That's really big. That buys me a lot of agency. And now we can just let the Immortals like grind over here. And let's pull you and you back and go back to the other side. Now it's very clear, our game plan. We just need to reinforce this point. That is all we need to do. All right, let's get you guys up, do this. You guys charge in there. Let's do a little bit of this. Fight here. Get these blunderbusses back. And cool. So he gets the point back, but I'm pretty sure I just went on the one now. Let's get these elite warriors going here, and you guys come over there. He does have a couple cannons. I could go threaten them, actually. That's probably a good idea to just go dive over there. I think I have enough here. We do see a gyrocopter coming, but gyros will not hopefully give him the capture weight he needs to get this point. All right, so we're moving up. Let's head up this way. And very strong play. This is a very good dwarf play for sure. He's a menace. Yeah, he's an absolute menace here. 5 Slayers left. Let's get the blunderbusses to go shoot them. And we do have the Immortals down here grinding. Yeah, blasting charges are going to hurt them, but I'm hoping they'll be able to do something about it. All right, so we do have this is good, right? Because like instead of pushing the objective, he's going to be defending his artillery, which is way preferable to him winning the game on points. I'm pretty sure I went on just one, dude. I looked away for a second. I didn't see the maths, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. All right, let's get these Slayers. Let's get these guys. The Giga Chat Immortals are going to just farm like a million dwarf units here. We get one cannon offline, and you guys, unfortunately, got taken off too, but let's go get on that other cannon right there. Blunderbusses doing it, and yeah. We might even be able to make a play for the middle, because I feel like we're pretty... Well, he caught back on value because those damn cannons have been doing work. He calls it an Iron Drake. Okay. That's fine. Down here, we're looking pretty comfortable. Let's get you back, form the ranks, get the Bull Centaurs coming in, and is there anything we want to do over here? Yeah, Mortals are cleaving through some units. The middle, we could threaten the middle. Let's call in a Bull Centaur render. They just cleave through dwarf infantry. They're very good, very, very good there. Yeah, so I'm gonna win on just this one. So I just need to reinforce this basically. Yeah, that's all we're doing. There's no other plays. Let's get you back here. Have you go clean these guys off. Dwarf warriors, you're preparing for the fight. Let's get here. And do we have any magic left? Not really. All right, so we're gonna shoot here. We're going to shoot here, and we're going to shoot here with our 3 characters and hope that it gets something done. Man, dwarves can really surprise you, though. When they get that friggin' capture weight momentum, dude, it's so scary. It's so scary when they just have the dwarf tide coming for you. Yeah, you can see the bombard. Is that Skyhammer again? No, it's just gyro bombers. Ugh, so good. All right, so yeah, we need to just get some dwarves down there, man, to maintain capture weight, because it's going to get messy here once he starts bombarding all my troops off. There's a chance we lose just a ton of capture weight. All right, let's get you here. Okay, and the Bull Centaur Renders have arrived. The Infernal Iron Chads are going to maybe rotate over here because there's no way they're going to kill enough. Yeah, sending them to that point was a big mistake, but I think we got it. Oh, it's such a hard matchup, man. It's such a hard matchup. But I think we're able to pull it out here, which is good. Yep, GG, well played. Though, dude, the copters are just so gnarly. Yeah, they're so gnarly. It was a scrappy-ass game, though. I wish I had called the Immortals into the right point. Granted, it did maybe force an overreaction. They killed 163 over there. GG, well played. GG, well played. Super nice gyro play. All right, let's see what this player is saying here. All right. Was very stressful. Yeah, but the fact that we killed Grombrindle and Felix though is big bread city. That was big for us. Hashut finally gets a dub over his nefarious honorable dwarf Dowie. Yeah, he only had a couple of units made, but like my shit is slow. It's not going to get there easy. All right, so that's going to be what faction are we playing again? We were playing Chaos Dwarfs. Getting old. First Dwarfs. All right, 2-1 so far. Very happy. Good games too. And now we need to, taking down Grombrindle was a big turning of the tide because he dies really quick to, both central renders hit hard, dude, especially the anti-infantry variant. The Death Reeker is fine, but the Magma Cannon, honestly, the Soul of Damnation is like, look at this thing, dude. 2,500 value on this ROR. Like, that's so good. It killed like so much. Because Hell Cannons are good against Gyrocopters and against infantry, whereas the Shrieker is mediocre against infantry and probably, honestly, not even as good against the Gyros. So probably just using the Hell Cannon is going to be the breadwinner. Fireglave's got 1,700 value. That's pretty good. That ain't bad. Things a Beast got a taste. Yeah, it was good. Dude, look at these guys. 252 kills, 260. The elite, great open infantry paying for themselves. Like, no complaints there, right? And all right, how are we looking on the round? Should be all right. Yeah, dude, his gyrocopter play was very good. More specifically, his bombardments were very good. Like when he was bombarding, like they were always clean and like right on the money. He didn't miss like a single one of those, which I would have missed for sure. Yeah. Bober value, Bober, like a beaver. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Bomber value? Oh, yeah, I forgot to check the bomber value. Sorry. It was probably upwards of 2,000, though. I mean, those things were, like, wrecking my face. He was uncannily accurate with the bombs, yeah. Okay, so we need to give that player a bye round. How are we looking? We're in the running. Our tiebreakers, it depends on how they do in the next rounds. But if we can go 3-1, I'm happy. Could have potentially gone undefeated if I just played better in the last game. The one before this one. I was not the fortunate son, no. I was not the senator's son. I was the blue-collar son being sent to suffer in a war zone. Yeah, that's what I was with those gyrocopters. Yeah. Yeah, isn't that's so true too, man? It's like, that song definitely hits it on the head, doesn't it? All right. So, looks good. Gave that guy his tiebreaker, and hopefully my tiebreakers can do well. Okay, perfect. And a couple games still to play. Oishi versus Via Anime. That has got to be just like pools of sweat under those guys. They both have insane micro. I'm in the top 8 right now. Prepare for the Bear lost the Dark Age Rush with his walk. Is Dark Age playing Cathay? That would be pretty chad. How can I improve in multiplayer, and how can I participate in a tournament? You just gotta join our Discord. Let me see if I can figure out the link situation. There we go. All right. So now it's working. So let me just fix this and invite. All right, here you go. So we got the Discord link. So basically you just need to join our Discord, number 1. Hold on. Does that work? Sorry. God, I'm such an idiot with technology, dude. Oh, feels bad. Your Cathay. Nice. Powerful. Why is it lagging? That's so weird. Let me refresh this real quick. My web browser is being a potato, so just give me a moment. I don't know what the hell's going on with it. Yeah, I like that build though. It was good. On an open field map, it would not have worked. Like dwarves would have just shelled me. On an open field map, there's only one way to beat dwarves with Chorfs, and it's a full court press. You just bring like 1,000,000 armored Chorf infantry and just push all 3 objectives and just stuff them, and then you lose on value but win on points. Yeah. Yeah, here you go. So 3-0 with Vampire. Yeah, Vampire counts aren't bad, Reginald. They're slept on, man. They're decent. All right, so you join our Discord, select the Warhammer role and select the Goblins role and the WOG role. The WOG role, you can get pinged for practice games. And we have a looking to practice section. We have a million tournaments a week. Like there's literally like 15 tournaments on Total Tavern right now. So it's a super active community. No, I'm not stopping Age of Mythology. It's taking a break from it. Yeah. I like the Warriors of Cape matchup for Cathay. Pretty even. Nice. Yeah, your bombers were menacing, dude. Even though I lost being able to use gyro bombers. No, the gyro bombers were the money, dude. They were strong. They were real strong. Have I watched Arcane yet? Yeah, it was great, dude. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. That's the League of Legends show, right? I wish Vampire counts as more than just leaning on Winds of Death. It can be. You don't have to use Winds. You can. It's very good against like some factions like Dwarf, Cathay archetypes, Kislev. But one game. Okay, Shaper of Fate, Mr. Hill. And yeah, so we need a strong tiebreaker here. Somebody who's, you know, well, I guess if we got paired up, that would be ideal, but I don't think it's going to happen. Our chances of making the top are not great because our tiebreakers are losing. Lahoot, I think, he's won 2 games, actually. Lahoot is doing work for us. But let's see who else. We're going to need our opponent, Jack, to win his next game. If all my tiebreakers win their next round, then we have a chance. Do you have time to show us a build? Oh my god, Chorfs have like no chance against ogres. Like with their current bullshit they have, it's like ugh. But if I had to play, let's say on like a traditional like Borderload or like Darkwood map, right? Darkwood is basically Borderload 2.0. If I was playing against ogres, okay, so definitely would throw some trash units in front, and probably a bunch of Chorf warriors. I would bring. It's tricky. The Fireglaive thing is tricky because they get wrecked by the Leadbelchers. So I think you probably need to go. You can go double Magmas or double Shrieker. You go double Shrieker if you want. Double Shrieker is definitely good against ogres. And then you would want to open with like 3 skirmishers too. Maybe like a cheap Sorcerer Prophet from here. The Shriekers are your best bet. They can kill a lot of the ogre stuff. But the problem is the rate at which you kill. So I don't know if they're fast enough to get you the objectives. That's my concern. You're not 0-2, Jack. You, let me look. Oh, well, you played a strong opponent round 1, Jack, and then you got a bye round, and then I believe in you, dude. You played really well. Like, seriously, you got potential, man. Just keep playing. You're going to be crushing it. Dwarves are a good faction to play, too. They're very strong. Very strong, but just take some practice, you know? Oh, just Pigback Riders and frickin', like, you can't even use Bull Centaur Renders against them anymore because Pigback Riders, so it's like, yeah, there's some problems. The Thunder Tusks like are just stupid. Like even with like hard Dowizar shooting, I don't feel confident killing one effectively. All right, so let's advance to round 4 and see how the tiebreakers look. So advance to the Swiss, and here we go. It's the next game. Let's see what we're cooking with. All right, so we got Lord Shaftesbury. It's a fun name. All right, so we're live. Round 4? Yeah, round 4. I think I just forgot to announce the previous round because I'm a potato, but all right, so let's see what this player's playing. You go 3-1, be pretty cool. Lord Shaftesbury. Yo, he's got a Lizardman avatar picture, so it could be lizards, which is a really fun matchup actually. Yeah. Sorry to what's up? Sorry to let down the Dark Hill fans earlier. Oh, dude, it's okay. You were a champ. I've played that matchup a bunch against Bastos. Yeah, I think I played once with Bastos in a tournament semifinals, and I played it a bunch as well in tournaments. Just takes some getting used to. The Dreadquake, I don't know. We still have a chance at top 4 now, so I don't know if I want to like meme too hard. But I mean, this matchup theoretically could be a Dreadquake matchup. Rise, nice. All right, we got lizards. All right, lizards versus Chaos Dwarves. That's a fun one. Let's get the sentient slab of ham. And we are on Road to Talabheim. Pretty open map. Pretty open. Road to Talabheim. Check out the replay I posted. I will. So Lord Shaftesbury. That's a great name. It's very funny. Yeah, the Thunder Tusk could use a lot of nerfs. Hopefully it gets some. Hopefully CA's watching. It's just such a dumb unit. Ogres are just not fun to play against. It's just pure misery. Even when you win, it just is like, ugh. All right, so I kind of want to try something a little different here. Famous last words. All right. Yeah, alrighty, Captain. What's it gonna be? You're here for the scales. Yeah, for the lizardmen. I don't blame you. They're a cool faction, man. They're a cool faction. They should just give Draz Hoth the Amulet of Blood and Darkness. The fact that he doesn't have it is such a bummer. It's so good. Huh? Great. Oh. Oh. Magmas are pretty good in this matchup for sure. It's definitely. Oh, but if you go double magma and they just roll in with the Dread Saurian, just like it feels pretty bad. I think I have a really fun idea here. I have a really, really fun idea. No, I'm not going to do it. No, I want to actually try and win. Oh, the temptation to do something stupid. But it could also be really good. Oh, Anakin, I am too weak. Help me. All right, I'm just going to play my usual style. Boring. All right. So Croc scores are going to come out with their spanking paddles, I'm sure. We'll be seeing those guys around. Could I Destroyer? Dude, stop. Stop tempting me. You're tempting me with the... You knew what I was thinking, and you're tempting me with the forbidden fruit here. I don't like it. You and Outer Region are playing a Vampire Count Mirror? I love that. That's so good. You guys want the... You guys... Okay. Do you guys want the... Okay, I'm doing it. I'm going crazy. It might not be a Kadai Destroyer, but there's going to be something... What's the point? My odds of making top 4 are pretty low anyway, so let's have some fun with this. All right. This build already is so much cooler than what I was going to bring. Like a million times cooler. Okay. Rise, my champions, rise. Okay, let's get some skirmishers up in here. Let the meme. It might not be a meme though. It might work. You know, I'm trying some unorthodox tactics here. You know, it could be some magic. Oh, I'm gonna regret this so bad when it backfires. Oh, I can already feel the regret. All right, let's get this. That looks pretty good. Why? What? Oh, that's annoying. Are you serious? Okay, well, I guess it's just gonna be like this then. You guys, it's okay. It might be the Dreadquake. It could be the Dreadquake mortar is definitely in the discussion here. I can assure you, he's being thought of. Okay. Yes. And then we're gonna need you. You and definitely one of you. Oh. The message is just pure regret. No, please no. It might work. This could just be crazy enough to work. It could get there. We'll find out. All right. Well, guys, wish me luck. This is extremely risky. But, you know, it's going to be very Chad. All right, I'll be right back. This is a cool-ass build, though. All right. BRB 1 sec. It is time. The Kadai Destroyer rises from the ashes. And we also do have a Hell Cannon, which is super cool. So it's going to sit here and bombard some foul lizards. So we went in. Have you guys, when was the last time you've seen an Overseer in a competitive game? Probably never, right? So we have elite infantry. Okay. You have a Chad Overseer who's going to lead the charge. And a Sorcerer Demon Smith on a Lamasu. Then we have the big Destroyer here too. You like it. You guys like this build. Come on. This build is freaking sweet. And you guys just stay back there and guard this. Yeah, that's fine. Look at this thing, dude. And we can heal it with the Reforge ability. We have Reforge on our Demon Smith, so we can heal it twice. Yeah. It's super cool. And it did get buffed a while back. It did get the impact hits. What if the Overseer just carries this game, dude? Just gets his little hammer. This is going to self-destruct. You watch it. You watch it. What do Overseers even do? That's the neat part. They do nothing. They're just like terrible combat sticks. I mean, they're tanky, so, you know, they can hold their own. Dude, the Chaos Dwarf, like, voice lines are so good. Did he bring, what did he bring? An Ancient Salamander. Okay. So we can actually Hell Cannon that thing. Hell Cannon's, see, dude, the Hell Cannon is the new meta for Chaos Dwarves. I'm telling you, it's like, it's good against SEs and against, yeah, this is great. We're going to fly over with our Lamasu and go bully this thing a little bit. And we're going to get it with our Hell Cannon too. Okay, so the first Hell Cannon shot's out. And these things are super good against, like, it's like heat seeking. So you see how it's like tracing it? Yeah, it's like, dude, it's escaping it is super hard. Oh, the Destroyer is on its way. Let's get one more Dwarf up there to help anchor that point. Yeah, that's right. You better run from the Chad Hell Cannon. That just has like 1 million ammunition. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. All right. Well, that was a mistake on my part. I definitely just gave my opponent a bunch of free value there. Feels bad. All right. So, yeah, we're about to move up. And let's get this character back and then get the Hell Cannon to start shooting here. Cool. And we're going to drop a Spirit Leech on you too, because might as well do it while we're here. And you guys can stand on top of the Hell Cannon. He might be flanking me with like some Chameleon Stalkers or something, but I doubt it. I think we're fine. All right. So the Hell Cannon is keeping it honest. Oh, right when a Razordon pack comes out. I wanted to fade Abuna, but man, it feels bad. All right, so now the Hell Cannons are going to switch onto these guys, and we're going to try and get this point, which we should be able to with the Overseer. We're going to take you over there, and what do we want to call out is the question. Probably Fireglaive. Yeah, Fireglaive just rolling up to the middle and chilling is going to be good. All right, so we start to get the capture weight here. We have a lot of units on the objective, and yeah, let's just start having fun, man. Let's start having some fun. So this one's going to flip. That is going to hurt, whatever the hell that is. Oh, it's a pendulum. Oh, a Shadow Magic. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's get the Destroyer in there to party. We're going to try and hang out near the Destroyer, or near the Mage with our dude. Hopefully it'll be good. And what are we shooting at right now? Yeah, we're just slowly wearing those guys down. Buna is very good against them, but the Destroyer is ripping it up, doing some nice work. So let's get you guys here. And the Destroyer can now bounce over this direction, and you can head over here. All right, great. So we're going to go attack the Slan a little bit. We're just going to kind of sit nearby and silence him. So for nearby, he's silenced, right, which is great. And the Destroyer is doing it. All right, so we do get a little silence time, but not as much as I would like. And you guys can do this. Let's call it some Hobo Goblins, run these guys down, and call it a day. All right, so we're going to keep advancing up, and that unit is looking not great. And it looks like a Banishment's going to go down here. Got to be more careful with our Lord here. It's super risky the way we're playing him. All right, so we're just going to keep him back from here, and we'll get these guns moving up. Let's shoot you guys, and looks like the Hell Cannon is doing its job. Yeah, it's doing its job. All right, so we do get a big Scary coming out, but now the Fireglaves are going to be able to deal with it. So these are Ripperdactyls. All right, you guys charge here. We get more feral cold ones lurking in our backfield. And okay, that's an interesting dive there. The Destroyer should be able to put a number on those things. And I think we can fade Abuna them to really, really just lay the business down. All right, so you guys go here. You guys go here. The problem is we are losing on objectives pretty handedly. So we need to get up and get some objectives quickly. You can see we are able to get some nastiness here. Let's do the Withering. Do this. Destroyer is still trying its best. It is battling a Saris Scar Veteran. Okay, what the hell? Where did he come from? And our Overseer is just unga bunga over there. I don't even know what he's doing. He's trying his best. Yeah, all right. So looking good. Hell Cannon needs to switch onto you. I think that's going to be a worthwhile investment. And let's get you out here. Another one of these and go chase some of the skirmishers. Just keep shooting. Yeah, should be able to get those guys down. We're definitely probably ahead on value, but I don't know by how much. Cohort of Sotek is a little bit troll here, but yeah, we'll get through them eventually. All right, so we're doing all right. We see some skirmishers coming around the backside. Those things get fended off, which is awesome, awesome, awesome. And let's get on you with this. You guys can move up on this, and we do start to get some capture weight on the middle. So we need to get an objective like really, really soon. The way we're playing is super dangerous. All right, Reforged, is it even injured? It's injured a little bit, so we're going to use that while we're here. The Overseer is being a bit of a meme, as usual. And we do start to flip this objective. All right, so let's get the shields there. You guys go there, and Lamasu maybe can get you. Let's shoot you here. And now we do have some nastiness back here. Yeah, we're going to need to deal with this. We have to come back. We can't afford to lose our Hell Cannon. Although it's not a magma cannon, so it's going to be more resilient. Let's get you with this. Hopefully knock you off. All right, you guys are here. You guys are here. And the Destroyer is unfortunately caught by a bunch of big stuff, so we need to move it away. I totally forgot I had the Destroyer. I was like, oh, what a nice little surprise to find here in the late game. All right, so Destroyer needs to head over this way. It's getting wrecked pretty good. And the Salamander's getting it too. We have some skirmishers. Let's go get them on that point. And then we're going to call in some Fireborn as well. Yeah, they'll help me push up on the objective, you know. They'll help me get there. All right, let's rotate to the middle. I'm getting stuffed back really hard, though. You know, we're getting stuffed back real good. All right, let's fight here. Let's fight here. We have some units that can run back to the objective. And we're just going to keep waddling away. Hopefully able to stabilize. And we do have some capture weight out there. What I would give for an objective right now. That would certainly be nice. All right, so Fireborn are on their way. They're going to start ripping it up. And we do have some hobos back here. Looks like we've almost got you down. The Wizard is in a decent spot, honestly. We can just go ahead and debuff here. And we'll have the Reforge soon, hopefully. All right, so the Destroyer is still rampaging about, having a good old jolly time. And we do start to ninja the outside objective. So at least there's a little something going down. And my Sorcerer is in danger. Let's go ahead and get a heal on this thing. So we need to get a heal on that if we can. And come over here. I don't know why my Lord is wavering right now. I have no idea. And you're going to move back onto the point here. And we do manage to get an objective. All right, so that means we're on the board. We're there. We're hanging out. We're included in the party. And you're going to go hunt this thing down. And Destroyer Man is just going to keep destroying, hopefully. Unfortunately, those guys rampage and are able to maybe get us here. Any other guns that I want to shoot? Yeah, we'll shoot the Razordon Hunting Pack. Let's keep the Destroyer running around. Okay, so we do get that outside point, so we have an objective now. We're on the board for the first time. We're going to get another Fireglaive, start moving them up. As bad as that feels, it's just what needs to be done here. All right, so let's save for Abuna. These guys are going to get wrecked. I think I'm just losing this game. The Destroyer is just too much of a meme. And yeah, we just give up so much battlefield agency, you know. We have a little bit of healing, right? But it's just like an insignificant amount when you look at it in the scope of things. All right, Spirit Leech you. We get the outside point, which is cute. Destroyer is crumbling. We have the Kadai there. They're doing all right. They're trying their best. They are trying their best, and we're going to get some guns ablazing, but the Hell Cannon's about to go offline, and yeah, we're just done for. This build just sucked. But it was a cool way to try, you know, like, you guys probably have seen enough of the Sweaty, and I didn't really have a chance at top 4 anyways with my tiebreaker, so all good in the neighborhood. All right, so is there anything we want to reforge? I mean, I could reforge a little bit. Just keep running this way. Yeah, the thing is just so bad. The monster. Yeah, we have... Dude, do we summon out the Dread Beast to come back? Okay, so they get this. I mean, the Lizard Army's tattered, but I'm more tattered. He just pulled a massive value lead. My Destroyer just got absolutely crushed. It is a terrible monster. Yeah, the Destroyer is just trash. It's slow, it's clunky. But hey, it was cool as hell. GG, well played. GG. And the Overseer, we got the Overseer too. GG, well played. How'd you like the Overseer power play? I'm asking him, like, how'd you like it? Let's see what our tiebreaker is going to look like now. If we would have had a chance, I'll be able to tell in a second. Probably not, though. Okay. So what kind of value did we get? 1,500 at least, though. So it did something. It wasn't useless. It wasn't useless, but yeah, the Elite Infantry sucked. The Overseer was trash. The Hell Cannon did fine. Nothing out of the ordinary, but yeah. This is definitely like a build that the Chaos Dwarves normally wouldn't have problems with. If you just go double Magma Cannon against this, you just steamroll them usually. Like double Magma Cannon Baletor's Sorcerer Caster, you just have your way with something. Like you could just really do well here. Big monsters are better in land battle for sure. Yeah, worth a try. Destroyer is fun too, but is just so bad. Well played. Hope you make top 4. All right, so let me refresh this, see what's cooking here, and we will do it. Now, monsters are very good in land battle, because in land battle you have to deal with them at some point. Granted, lizards don't really have too many issues dealing with big things. They have a lot of poke, and salamanders, of course, can cook as well. 1500 isn't that bad, that's true, but I felt like I microed it pretty well. Like, there just comes a point where it's just like the small arms fire just punishes it. The sorcerer character is cool. But anyways, for anybody actually trying to learn, let me show you like a meta build against lizards, all right? So this is meta. So you can go Astrogoth, he's pretty good. Or you can go with the Sorcerer Prophet character. Both viable. Astro Chad, if you do him, you just bring Flamestorm. But we'll give you like the real sweaty down low. So Lore of Death is quite good. You go with Spirit Leech and Buna. And you just basically Buna the what's it called? The Salamanders. That's like the whole jam. You can go like double Magma Cannon if you want to. And then you go Fireglaive. And that's going to give you the tools to deal with quite a bit. And then you open with this. And then your main core is just going to be trash out of the gates. But then you start calling in good stuff after that. So yeah, you just like... Something like this is very good against lizards. Yeah. Okay. And let me refresh this. I forgot to learn that today. Yeah, my opponent's a really good sport. Really nice person, it seems. All right, it's cool. So Shaper of Fate needs to get a buy round. Oh, I would have had no chance anyways. Tiebreaker's too weak. It would have been no chance whatsoever. Okay, so I don't feel bad about memeing then. All right, so who needs their tiebreaker point? Shaper of Fate. Shaper of Fates. Shaper. Okay, let's get this. Do that. Lord Shaftesbury, I don't think he's going to make top 4, unfortunately. Maybe. No, there's too many people just who are going to be close to undefeated. Is it all possible to do in all? Yeah, monster-based armies could work on some maps and some matchups. That's what's cool about Total War, but you're limited to how many monsters you can take, right? There's a cap on monsters in competitive multiplayer, so you can only have, if you look here, rare single entities are usually what monsters are considered. So like if you're playing Chaos Dwarves, right? Let's get a Destroyer, get you and you. That. See how all the monsters are like grayed out now? I can't have any more of those because rare single entities are like SEs. So you can really, some factions can bring more, but like monsters type units. But yeah, you're limited for sure. You're limited. Yeah, ogres can bring a fair amount. I think I'm going to play greenskins next time. I really like playing greenskins. They're so fun. They're such a cool faction. Yeah, I got to test out. I think Mangler Squigs could use a slight buff. Not like back to where they were, which was just disgusting, but like a slight buff would be cool. For sure. All right, let's see what we're cooking here. And looking. Looks like that is all taken care of. And we're going to refresh now. Well to the play to everybody for tonight. Now we're going to be heading on over to top 4. Looks like Oishi defeated Attack Speed Enjoyer. Outer Regions here. We got some sweat lords in this tournament tonight, guys. We got some really sweaty people. How's Reginald Puggington doing? Is he... Oh, I think Reginald's playing in a mirror match versus Outer Region. It's like a vampire count mirror match or Coast. I'm not sure. Something or other. Boss Toss and Blood Penguin. That's a sweaty game too, man. A lot of sweat tonight. This is a big tournament. We got like at least 10 top 16 players here. Yeah, so Oishi's here. Outer Region. Boss Toss. That's 3. Via is here. That's 4. Martin is here. That's 5. Okay, 5 top 16 players. Yeah, I exaggerated a little bit there. I got a little excited. Not gonna lie. Cathay is viable in Dom. They're just very hard. Like Cathay is, what's their win rate in Dom? Looking for Grand Cathay, 43% isn't even the worst. Like if we look, Cathay is right here. This is not like a bad spectrum of factions to be in. Like this range, like everybody here is like in a pretty good spot, Honestly, Skaven are fine too. Empire's fine. Chaos Demons. The only reason Chaos Demons are low is because Seekers are banned. High Elves, I don't know if they need any buffs. I think they're just not very popular. But yeah, Bretonia sucks pretty bad. Greenskins, I don't know why Greenskins have a 34% win rate. That doesn't make any sense to me. They're not super strong, but they're not weak either. Dork Elves are really suffering in the pits, but it's a weird season. What are your predictions for the next expansion? Probably just going to be Slaanesh, right? And Slaanesh always goes with elves, so I could see Slaanesh getting something. High elves probably will get an update. I bet you high elves will get like a Lothern Skycutter and like some other named characters, and Sweat Lords and me, the Cathay Mania. Cathay is not terrible. Terrible is like Bretonnia. But Bretonnia has some matchups where they can win. It's just like they have a lot of bad matchups, I think is a more apt way of putting it. You know? All right, let's refresh this, see how far we are. Vampire Count Mirror Match is so miserable. It is, and the odds of you getting it were pretty low too, but you know, what can you do, man? Sometimes you just gotta suffer the troll toll. All right. Yep. We have a little bit of time. Yeah, you might not. You're probably going to be just short, although you do have a strong tiebreaker, Reginald. No, your tiebreaker score was only 6. So who'd you play in the earlier rounds? Let me see, Reggie. Yeah, you played some really good players, but they're just not winning. Like your tiebreakers are just having a bad night. Like Via Anime is a top tier player, but he's only got 1 win tonight. So that's really unfortunate. You know, that just goes to show, like, Via's like top 5 right on leaderboard, but still went 1 and 3 tonight. You know, probably experimenting with a different faction. Super strong player. So you got strong opponents, but they just are not performing well tonight. So that's unfortunate for you. I would play Bretonnia for you guys. I would do it. If you guys really wanted to see suffering, I would do it. Maybe I will do that next. Some Bretonnia suffering would be good. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Dark Elves. I think they have a lot of bad matchups right now, too. Yeah, they got some Trixie Hobbits' matchups. Okay, so we're getting there. Via might be able to win here. Via's got another game. Okay, that might bump up your tiebreaker, actually. Okay, so Reginald, if Via wins and Zalazar wins right now, then you're going to get 2 tiebreaker points, which would put you up to 8, which would... Ooh, yeah, we have a pretty clear-cut top 4 right now. But I did put a caveat in tonight's tournament, by the way, that if there is if we end up with a tiebreaker ties after round 4, instead of using leaderboard, we're going to have a duel of fates, depending on the situation. So, yeah, we will see. We will see. So it begins. Bets are strong, bets are weak. Yeah, I don't know. Like, how does Bretonnia beat Khorne? Like, right? With, like, Blood Beasts and friggin' Khorne Gores? I just don't know. Like... I think and then like Skull Cannons too. Skull Cannons are just going to punch you in the wiener. Like, dude, I think the only way to feasibly do it would be like something like this. So you go with like a Peasant Tide. Let's go Dom. Will it switch the build? Okay, good. I kept my build. Yeah, so like a Polearm Tide with like maybe Fey Enchantress, and you get Awakening of the Wood and Earthblood, and then you're just going to use like Hippo Knights to cycle charge and like try and get a lot of value out of them. Throw like you guys in for a little bit of this, like something like this maybe could work, and then you just get another Hippo Knights. Yeah, I really don't know, dude. Foot Repants, yeah, Foot Repants is actually a viable idea here too. She's pretty good for blob fights, but Khorne Gores are just such a wrench in this like this Cav faction, right? Like they're all about their Cav. Their infantry are okay though. Like Bretonnian men-at-arm polearms aren't bad, and you know, Pilgrims and Squires have their place. Probably you need to do something with the hippos, though, I would suspect. Triple Chevron polearms. Yeah, you might need to be getting into some weird shit. I agree with you, Pug. Like weird tech. Yeah, I'm a big Fey Enchantress enjoyer, but she's probably not the best in that matchup, to be honest. All right, so we got 2 undefeated players. We have an undefeated Chad Grand Cathay, undefeated Vampire Counts. And isn't that cool? Like, you know, we're getting, you know, you ban ogres and no Khorne here, although Oishi looks like he's just short, although is he in a game right now? Yeah, Oishi beat attack speed enjoyer, but I think he's a little short on the tiebreaker. He's probably playing Khorne, being very sweaty. Would be my expectation there. Faye feels kind of vulnerable to surprise Scarbrand. Scarbrand's not hard to stay away from. Faye is more vulnerable to Valkia. Like, Valkia can hunt down Fey Enchantress. She's pretty disruptive there, and like nothing on Bretonnia can really effectively kill her. Yeah, Lewin is also a raid boss. Like, Lewin is always a viable choice, right? You go like Louis if you want. I don't know. Yeah, but the Power Karen Reponse, you give her the Flare de Lis banner, right? Blessing the Lady. Put her on foot, and then you get Felix with her. Just cheap Felix. Okay, so then I guess you just go with the life caster. Like the good thing about life magic is it doesn't care about Khorne spell resist, so like you're gonna have a good time with that. Regrowth, Earthblood, Power Stone, cut all this shit. Although probably keep Life Bloom. All right, so then we cut one of you and maybe get like this. Cut you guys, get a peasant, dude. Why? Who wanted to add cost to peasants? Who was there like, yeah, I think peasant mobs need a 25 gold increase. I mean, dude. Bretonnia just catches so many strays. I don't know what it is. Yeah, maybe they get more play in land battle or something. I don't know. Maybe in land battle they're strong. I have no idea. Okay, you're supposed to be on a mount anyway, so 2 peasant mobs here. Something like this maybe. Yeah, Gotrek and Felix are probably, Gotrek is probably honestly good in this matchup too. But to get Gotrek, you would need to go Fey Enchantress. Yeah, you would need to go Fey. Rapunzel is good against Khorne. She'll lose the Skulltaker badly though. If Skulltaker gets in there, dude, she's gonna lose her Karen haircut super fast. She's gonna lose it real quick, dude. That bowl cut is gonna go into Khorne's back pocket. Let's refresh this. Looks like a couple games still to finish, and we'll look at the tiebreaker here. Peasants should be free. That's right. They should just cost nothing. That's the real solution to Bretonnia's qualms. Okay. So, like I said, we are going to have a tiebreaker playoff because we have 3 people tied here. So, currently Harrison and Blood Penguin are like tied for top 4. Oishi was able to get it because Oishi's tiebreakers came through for him. So he made it to top 4, but we still have a couple games still to be played that could determine a bit. Martin is still playing. Martin is how many wins? Martinius is... Where's Martin? Where the hell is he? He's only 1 win. Okay. Got off a 12-hour shift. I'm so glad we're streaming. Yeah, man. It's good. Cathay's Terracotta Sentinel needs to be fixed too. Yeah, it's kind of a weird unit. It seems mediocre. Bretonnia is like, is it a rework issue or is it just like everybody else getting shit that counters them, right? Like if we look at Ogres, like Greenskins already countered Bretonnia, right? Like their pig cav just like trade so effectively into Bretonnia and their infantry win. And Khorne is like, hey, let's give us like some God tier halberd units with Vanguard that can like honestly beat the Bretonnian infantry also. Then Ogre Kingdoms got a monster that Bretonnia has 0% chance of killing in a freaking Thunder Tusk, and they have Leadbelcher shooting and Pigbacks, which just like can literally solo Bretonnian Knights. They can't be knocked over. They have no knockdown animation, so Pigback Riders are just bullshit. Like if you charge them, they just can't be knocked over. You think like, dude, this is literally like 2 8-year-olds wearing a trench coat, and like a knight with like full barding and a lance can't knock over 2 8-year-olds who are standing on each other's shoulders. It is the dumbest shit, dude. Oh god, I hate Pigback Riders. They can't be knocked down. They do not have a knockdown animation. So they just like they hold the charges and they just dunk on you, you know? It's yeah, they're just super stupid. I was really hoping Khorne wouldn't make top 4. Yeah, Khorne's coming for you, dude. We'll see if you get lucky and get the Cathay beating Khorne is a full moon shot. Yeah, it seems so. There's still a couple tiebreakers to be had, so we're gonna see what happens here. The Virgin Bretonnian versus the Chad Nobbler. I know. Yep, still waiting on reports. We're gonna have a playoff though for these spots though, because there's a bunch of people tied. It looks like 3 people. So we'd probably just have the 2 bottom players who are tied have a playoff. So we're gonna have a playoff match for the 4th spot probably. Boss toss on Khorne again tonight. I don't know if Oishi's actually even playing Khorne. Let me check. He's pretty sweaty though. He's usually just going to play the strongest shit. What do we got? He's Khorne. We have Khorne, Cathay, and Outer Region is playing what? Vampire Counts. I would love to see Vampire Counts versus Khorne. I think that would be a way more engaging matchup. Yes. I think that'd be really fun. FFA for the tied players? Oh, that'd be so funny. Just make them play an FFA game. But this is actually a competitive tournament that goes towards the seasonal standing, so I don't want to like do that shit here. But, you know, it is very funny in theory. All right. Man, these guys are having sweat fest over there. And yeah, this actually is going to affect tiebreakers. Because Martin and B6 have both played people in the top 4, so that is going to be affecting the tiebreakers. Who did Martin play? Martin played Silvos. Then lost to outer region. Okay, so it's going to help outer region. He's already good. And then attack speed enjoyer also could benefit. Where is attack speed enjoyer? How many wins do they have? Are they joining me in the 2-2 pits tonight? Yes. And then what about B6? Who did B6 play? Sorry, guys, just doing some mental math here. Okay. B6. So B6 did play Shaper Fate, played Harrison and Reginald Puggington. Okay. Where's Harrison up there? Okay, yeah, if this could actually just solve the top 4 situation, yeah, we'll see. FFAs. FFAs in this game are so haggard though. There's no objective, so people can just draw kite indefinitely. That's really jank. We do need to do an FFA. Maybe tonight after the stream we'll do one. I think that'd be pretty fun. Okay, refreshing. Knights Errant have the tooltip. Yeah, why do Knights Errant not have a bonus for infantry? That would be a huge and I think totally fine buff. All right, so outer region gets a strong tiebreaker. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to have Blood Penguin and Harrison duke it out for a spot in the top 4. All right. Top 4 qualifier. All right. Let me just make sure everything is as it looks. Because it does feel bad when you have the just lose on a leaderboard tiebreaker. So I'm trying to change it up so we can have alternate win conditions here. So it's like a playoff match basically. All right. So yeah, outer region and Dark Age Rush are guaranteed a spot. And then okay. And then we're gonna have Harrison and Blood Penguin play for the other spot here. Okay. Harrison versus Blood Penguin for top 4 spot. Tonight we are not doing LB tiebreakers, rather a playoff. All right, cool. So Oishi's in the top 4. If there's a fringe spot, we're just going to have those two guys duke it out. So Blood Penguin and Harrison are going to fight for a top 4 spot right now. As I said in the description as well. Okay. And perfect. The top 4 isn't generated yet. So stand by. Okay. So we got our 2 homies here for the playoff, and the playoff map is going to be, we will do, I think the Decrepit Moor is fine. And yeah, so these guys are going to play. Okay, perfect. And let's see what's going on. It's in the description. It will be resolved this way. Feels better. Have fun. All right, so these guys are going to be duking it out for a top 4 spot. And yeah. Oh my God, is he on Bretonia? Oh, dude, we get a surprise Bretonian game. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it, team. And then we're going to have our official top 4 after this. So the Decrepit Moor is going to be the map. We legit... Is he actually on Bretonia? No freaking way. That's so Chad. Oh, he is actually on Bretonia, the hero. 2 underdog factions facing off. They are. Yeah, it's the rematch. And we're going to see who gets it. I did write it in the description for anybody who's trying to pull a quick one on me. I said that if we end up with the tiebreaker after 4 rounds, a tiebreaker ties after 4 rounds, I'll resolve it either with Duel of Fates or an extra round. So in this case, it's just 2 people vying for the 4th spot. So yeah, it's going to be a Duel of Fates here. French noises, yes. Make some French noises. Now, this is an interesting question. I know most of the people here, typically stateside at this time of the day, but which country do you guys think? Because I've been to a couple European countries, but mainly just Poland and layovers at other countries. But which country in Europe do you guys feel makes the best bread? The best quality, tastiest bread? And now Poland is really known for its bread. They have amazing bread. Like even the supermarket bread you get is like just way better than what you get here in the States. Bring me to my peasants. Yeah, that's right. That is right indeed. And so it begins. Okay, I'm reading some of the comments here. Italy, France. Sadly, France. Why is it sadly? That's funny. Italy, Germany. Germany, no question. Wow, okay. We're getting a lot of the same answers, though. Yeah. I'm partial to English Yorkshire pudding bread. Oh my god, I did not expect that answer. As a UK resident, Denmark has the best bread. Deutschland, yeah. Germany. France. Yeah, we're getting a lot of the same stuff. Ukraine has the best wheat and bread. It isn't called the breadbasket of Europe for nothing. Fair play. Fair play. Really hot take, but bread in the Netherlands is quite good. Okay. Is that really a hot take? You were on, huh? Okay. Way more Germany than I would have guessed. Yeah, Germany's getting a lot of shine here. They're getting a lot of love. They're getting a lot of love here. Oh, by the way, did you guys see the new Old World stuff that got released today? Just disgustingly priced, by the way. But, you know. Still some cool stuff to look at. Yeah, let me show you guys. So they released almost the full range. They released like all the Empire minis with the exception of I think the War Wagons. So yeah, you can see now you can get all the Empire minis you missed growing up, which is kind of cool. Here's Harold Gumison. This is like definitely one of the best models. It's just a little this should be like $30. It's stupid. But yeah, that mini looks really good. It's a really nicely designed mini. Look at the new wizards. These are some of the, like, this is his familiar here, and this is the elementalist and nature wizard of sorts. Looks really good. The necromancer looks sweet also. The old witch hunters, warrior priest. This is like, yeah, $15 for the OG warrior priest. Could be worse, I guess. But yeah, you got the old grand masters. You got the white wolf. You got blazing sun, Ulrich. Yeah, a lot of cool shit. A lot of cool stuff. And there's actually more too. This is the one mini I wanted today. I was bummed I didn't get it. This is like the only one I wanted, but he sold out like immediately. This guy, Hans von Lovenhoek. I have no idea how to say that, but yeah, he's cool. He's the general of Nuln, which is rad. The old Sigmar getting their minis though. I know it's pretty gross, like how overpriced some of that stuff is. The Imperial Ogres should literally be like $1. How shitty they look. Yeah. I know, $64. Yeah, I'm not paying that. I will legit just kit bash one of my Empire Knight models to be that guy. Ah, well, you know, that's why you just rock 3D printers, man. Just Highland Miniatures. There's tons of great 3D printing, and you can do all that. All right, guys, taking a look at the armies here of the Plague Penguin, the champion of the lady. He's going to be here with King Luan Leoncoeur. And on the ground, there's going to be a Grail Relique, and it looks like a big wall of peasantry. So we do have the peasant mobs as well as the Spearmen at Arms and a Damsel of Beast. Very strong. You know, Flock of Doom's really good. So you just use Flock, and Luan heals himself. So you don't really need to babysit him, which is good. So, yeah. Pretty hyped little army, but mainly just the battle pilgrims with peasants in the front and a couple pole arms and a trebuchet, too, which is cool. Now, for the armies of the Druki and Harrison going to be rocking Malekith the Witch King. So Malekith is here with the Breath Attack and Soul Stealer. Very common. And the Siren of Red Ruin. All right, so this thing does have a laser beam. It shoots out of its eyes, and also does have a halberd, so theoretically decent against Bretonnia. Hybrid utility of shooting infantry in cav with its laser beams, and can also fight them up close. The rest of the army is going to be Dread Spears and Blackheart Corsairs, so very infantry-centric. Probably doesn't want to bring too much range, maybe worried about the Bretonians chasing them down with their own cav. We will find out. So, top 4 is in play here. Currently, the top 4 is Vampire Counts. It is Khorne. It is Grand Cathay making top 4. Shout out to Dark Age Rush for the nice Cathay play. And the winner of this will be taking the top 4 spot as well. So that is going to be that. So move it up is Malekith the Witch King. He is going to be wanting to get some fat Soul Stealers where he can. The Field Trebuchets, are they going to shoot at Malekith? Are they blessed? No, they're not. They're just regular ones. So yeah, they're here and they're ready to go. Plague Penguin advancing up. Here he comes. What kind of engagement are we going to see out of the gates? Is Luan going to just dive and take a fight? Probably not a great idea. A lot of Bretonians, though. A big, big, nasty tide of underdog peasants out of region and chat rooting for the underdog faction to get the win. Who would have the... against Khorne, I wonder who has a better chance. I wonder who has a better chance. Yeah, hard to say. Lewin lurks. He's eyeing his opponent's army. The French gaze is staring upon his foes with disdain, I'm sure. And in the back, we have nothing being called in by Harrison yet. Harrison coming up with the Druki. He does get objective 2, and looks like over here we do have a Paladin as well, so even more anti-large. Paladin probably going to be trying to hunt down the Sirens. And the Trebuchets are now shooting and have not made contact yet. Shooting into the Bleak Swords is fine. And that is a big wall of Bretonnia tide, though. That is a whole bunch of Bretonians. King Lewin going to be circling up in the sky. Where is he going to go? Is he maybe heading over to the Siren of Red Ruin? He's thinking about it. It looks like the Dark Elves are not going to be extending to try and get this objective. I thought maybe they would send some units to defend that cap, but rather they're just playing very cautiously. And Harrison's sitting on 1,800 supplies. There's no way he calls out like a monster. Bretonnia has a fair amount of archers here, so the monsters would probably suffer. Trebuchets have literally not hit once. And here Lewin looks like he's going to be running away from Malekith, but he does get hit. So the Witch King and his dragon able to get a good fight. Now he's going to turn around and fight here with all the buffs. So Sword of Corone going to be debuffing Malekith. Malekith could respond with the Soul Stealer if he wants to. Now remember, Lewin doesn't have any healing outside of his passive regeneration. So, he needs to be a little bit more careful. Plague Penguin could be in a position to, get crumped here. And it looks like a Soul Stealer is going to be going down. The Witch King in an epic Warhammer Fantasy duel up here in the sky with the King of Bretonnia. This is the two big leaders. You always love it when named heroic characters are just having a duking it out kind of fight. It's always fun. But Malekith definitely wins that duel. The Witch King, rides a dragon, which is a superior fighter, and also, of course, does have a magic. So Lewin, despite his defensive capabilities, is forced back, and Malekith is, I'm sure, very smug about how well that engagement went. Harpies being called in, Crows of Cain, and what else are the Druki going to be calling in? Repeater crossbows, okay. So 2 repeater crossbows. Dark Elves definitely going to want to move up and grab this point where they can, because Bretonnia is getting a decent little points lead. It's not insignificant, not great either, but Malekith, felt like just bullying some folks who are a lot weaker than him, which is, very lore accurate for Dark Elves. And they're going to be jumping down and wrecking some peasant mobs with his tail swipe. Meanwhile, the Paladin's going to be hunting down the Dark Riders. It's definitely pretty annoying for the Dark Elves. Harrison's going to need to micro those. Malekith needs to go over there and just dunk on this guy. Cold Knight's called out. And now it looks like the Dark Elves doing a little bit of a push. So they move up a little bit off the objective here. And the Bretonians being very, very cautious, but calling out 2 cav units of their own. Now, Plague Penguin has really, really S-tier micro. It's very good. His micro is incredibly powerful. So we're going to see if he can make those cav work for him here in this matchup. So the shots coming in from the Dark Riders, landing a little bit of fire support into the Spearmen at Arms. Dark Elves not pushing the envelope, though. They're really, really just playing cautiously and very conservatively, which I think is good from... I would have just been Unga Bunga charging into the Bretonian lines. Very easy to do, but he's playing very cagey, which I like. And here on this side, Knights of the Realm thinking about charging in. Repeater Crossbows going to unleash maybe a salvo into them. Doesn't look like it. They're going to be forced to retreat. But Coldman Knights do actually defeat the Bretonian Knights in combat. So the Bretonian Knights eat a fat salvo to the face, Plague Penguin, a slight lapse in micro. And if he eats the charge here, that's going to be very, very rough for him. On the backside, Crows of Cain are moved in to attack the Trebuchets, but are going to be attacked by Knights of the Realm, though arguably you could have left the Crows of Cain there because Knights of the Realm are not excellent at killing infantry-sized units in sustained combat, and these things heal. So on the run, you're definitely taking a lot more damage in the retreat. So it's kind of like that classic trope of if you break and run, more people are gonna suffer than if you stood and fought. Malekith chasing down, but overall a huge win here for Plague Penguin. He's able to get the Crows of Cain offline very easily because they did run. And in the fighting over here, it looks like Bretonnia is taking an L on this side, though. The Knights of the Realm do get wasted by the Repeater Crossbows. Harrison able to form up ranks with his Dread Spears as well as the Coldland Knights. And the Dark Elf Infantry, especially Corsairs, man, Corsairs are so good against Bretonian Infantry. Their armor just wrecks them. I mean, Foot Squires can do work here, but Foot Squires also get pounded by, the Dark Elf missiles, right? So this is some good stuff right here. More Coldland Knights being called in, and the Druki battle line seeming to be holding firm, although Lewin is leading a countercharge on the other side. You can see he moves in with the boys and is helping to kind of wear down some of the spears, hoping Terror will get the job done. Big breath attack from Malekith. He did get a breath attack on the Spearmen at Arms. Not the most brutal target, but still better than nothing. And now he's going to be heading in. The Witch King wants to finish his duel with King Lewin, so he's going to be moving on over here. So is there going to be a Soul Stealer? Is there going to be some sort of witchcraft? He moves in, and it looks like a victory for the Dark Elves on this side. Bretonnia can't really contest the Coldland Knights. It's very, very hard for them. And the old Witch King, he's doing the dreaded dragon humping animations on King Lewin. Gotta love Total War Jank, but he's establishing dominance. He's marking his territory here. Does Bretonnia have a chance of making it to the secondary? Doesn't look like it. The Whale of Malice going down from the big scary Siren of Red Ruin here, and her halberd attacks are also doing some very respectable damage. And the Druki should be able to bunker bust the Bretonian position here, forcing back the Knights of the Realm. as we do see some Dark Riders looking to intercept as well. And this is always a problem, right? The fact that all these repeater crossbows are shooting is really going to start changing the dynamic of this game if it continues on. Soul Stealer active though, potentially an overextension from the Witch King here. And Bretonnia, you know, they're like the Avengers. It's like the portal scene. You got all the Knights of the Realm coming out of the portals with Captain Lewin here. If Malekith gets caught and killed, that's probably game over. I mean, he's a big centerpiece, and the Knights of the Realm have an excellent surround. The Dark Elves need to sacrifice some shit to save him. Send some Dark Riders in there, you know, get the Siren in there, because that is a really, really dodgy situation to be in. Now over here, Coldo Knights running interference. The objective still firmly under the control of the Dark Elves on that side, but Bretonnia is a little bit resurgent with a big value trade against the Witch King, but the Witch King does have healing, and he uses a good Soul Stealer. Counterpunch from the Dark Elves coming in. Flock of Doom going to be a follow-up from the Bretonians, so that will help melt some of these Dark Riders. Repeater crossbows, though, they just need to start wasting all these Knights. Just put a lot of firepower in. And what else are we going to be seeing here? Do we see any funny business in the back? Looks like more repeater crossbows coming out. Dread Spears on their way over to the objective to try and hold, and it seems like the danger has passed for the Dark Elves, and they have stabilized. So Harrison and company here are looking a little bit safer here, as the Plague Penguin now going to be descending from the skies once again to attack Malekith, the Witch King, in some danger. On the backside here, we do see the Knights of the Realm running some interference, but eating a ton of armor-piercing shafts right in their faces. But is Bretonnia making ground? I mean, their polearms are fighting pretty well because of the Grail Relique, and we do see the Dread Spears a little bit isolated here. Bretonnia definitely has some housekeeping that needs to be done, like unsummon those units or use them, right? There's a lot of idle Bretonians standing about. Understandably, very important fight on this side. Dark Riders going to be dying in combat here. Coldo Knights screaming across the battlefield, going to be hard countering these Knights of the Realm. More like a soft counter, but even still, it will be a counter because they massively outtrade them. And the Bretonnia Knights getting folded up pretty hard right here. They're eating a lot of shots, and those anti-large armor-piercing cav units, pretty damn nasty. So we do have a unit of Questing Knights called out, and Knights of the Realm back here. Trebuchet still shooting away into the spears. But yeah, big stabilize coming in here for Harrison as he pulls the value lead here in this game. And Harrison's healing has actually been very substantial too. He's done a really good job of keeping all of his repeater crossbows online. This is some really, really good Dark Elf play. I actually didn't even know that Harrison is a Dark Elf player, but he's mainly a Chaos guy. Like, he plays Warriors of Chaos and Nurgle, and you know, I got to get back on the Nurgle train, man. Nurgle's such a fun faction. A little bit tough. Khorne is pretty good against them in the current meta, but it's not unwinnable. That's for sure. All right, so moving up is the Siren of Red Ruin. And, oh, that's a clutch breath attack. The Noxious Breath from the Black Dragon going to be mowing down a lot of the peasants. And then the Medusa shots with the steel chair, absolutely crushing those peasants. And now Bretonnia really does look to be on the back foot. But a risky engagement. Okay, Malekith almost dove into a bunch of knights coming in, which then if you get surrounded by Lewin, that's how you throw the game. Malekith needs to just play defensive here, reinforce his objectives, and just hold the 2 points and continue value trading, because everything is going very well for the Druki right now. They've done an excellent job of keeping these repeater crossbow cav in the business here. Flank coming in, peasant mobs, easy to deal with. Medusa just getting those fat laser beams is super, super cool. Up in the sky, maybe a dogfight. We might see a battle between the Witch King and Lewin, but it looks like a little bit of apprehension on the side of Harrison. I don't think he wants that fight. You know, he took a lot of damage earlier, maybe only has one more Soul Stealer, and is going to be opting to land into the Knights of the Realm again. He's playing a really dangerous game here with Malekith, because the problem is dragons do a leaping attack, and then they get surrounded like this. Yeah, so this is not good. If there's a Soul Stealer, maybe it's okay. But with no Soul Stealer, this could be a throw. Harrison is pretty up in value right now. As long as Malekith can push away and escape, maybe. Coldo Knights versus Defenders of Flare League. Going to be a huge win for the Coldo Knights. And does he have a freaking Soul Stealer? He might need it. He's sending in the Dark Rider Repeater Crossbows into melee. And okay, here comes the Soul Stealer, I think. Or is that Sword of Corone? I think it's going to be a Soul Stealer as well. He needs it. He needs that milk right now, man. Because these Malekith plays have been extremely dangerous. Really good Flock of Doom as well from the Penguin. Going to be nailing most of the Druki army. He does not have a Soul Stealer. It's exactly what we talked about. He had the game in the bag, but now it's a contested match. This could go back into the hands of Bretonnia for sure. With Malekith dying and Lewin still being active, and the Witch King is shattered, defeated by the King of Bretonnia, and down he goes. The foul Druki King trampled beneath the talons of, I forget its name, Beaky or something? Yeah, something like that. It sounds better. Lewin doesn't have talons though, but you guys get the cool, exciting analogy there. But yeah, that could be a turning of the tide. Still, you know, Dark Elves are in a slightly maybe favored position, but I don't know, man. Lewin might just be able to terror out all the Druki shit off objectives now. If Malekith just sat back and played the points, they totally just have this game. I don't think there was any chances for Bretonnia, but with that risk being taken and the punishment happening, now we see the King of Bretonnia, an epic comeback here. Blackguard, though, are going to be no joke to get off this objective. Blackguard are raid bosses against Bretonian Cav. Flock of Doom is pretty good against them, but yeah, this is actually, I really like this Blackguard pick. I think that's very nice. Cold Knights also surging forth, and we do see the Dark Riders still online and shooting into the cav. As far as the objective goes, we got some Dread Spears over here. The Signer of Red Ruin does get surrounded. Does she have her Roar ability? Oh, no, she's out of the uses. I think does only have 1 use or 2 uses. Oh, man, okay. Bretonnia looking to come over here, and it looks like these Knights of these Blackheart Corsairs are going to get their salad tossed pretty bad by these 2 cav units. And there is going to be a response of Bleak Swords, but Bleak Swords are not going to make a difference on that objective. And also, on the back point, we do see Bretonnia coming in. And, you know, oh, he moved off the point with the Blackguard. No. Okay, now he's back onto the point. He stabilizes the capture weight, which is uber clutch, and they are going to cut apart a lot of these units. Cold Knights are trading extremely cost effectively, and it looks like the Bretonians are going to be pushed off that objective. Meanwhile, over here, the Dread Spears are eating a lot of cav charges, and, you know, that's just so much armor, so much weight coming in. If the Dread Spears and the Dark Elves can heroically hold here, probably sending the Siren of Red Ruin and those guys to that point to try and hold that, it's going to be pretty clutch. And this was a very, very tight one here. If this had flipped for Bretonnia, it could have been a different game. But I think that Harrison is probably still going to be able to clutch this one. It is really, really quite an epic ending, which Bretonnia tends to make for epic games because of how hard they are to play. So when they get those like earned cav engagements, it's so much fun. But they're going to be pulling back. We do see the dreaded Siren of Red Ruin shooting into these guys and getting a little bit of damage, so still generating value over the course of this game. 2,000 value on the Medusa, by the way. How cool is that? Such an awesome unit. But Bretonnia probably is going to steal this point, but the problem is Dark Elves can just hold their home point. They are so far ahead that it's going to require Lewin to lead a crusade, an errantry crusade here on Objective 2 and try and get that back. We do have the Blackguard holding here. It's actually flipping the Bretonnia. This would be a huge blunder. Harrison needs to pay attention to this, man. It is flipping right now. He needs to get all his cav on that point. All he needs to do is hold his home point to win. But he is not paying attention to it, and there's a chance that it's going to flip. The Blackguard are also not attacking the Battle Pilgrims here, and there is most definitely an errantry crusade coming, man. That is a lot of Knights of the Realm. We got the Caster, we got Lewin. This is looking very, very tough. So swords are on their way in. He definitely needs to stabilize the capture weight here on this point. That is a lot of Bretonnia, but the Dark Elves also have a fair amount of second wind over here too. Okay, so Dark Elves have more play than just their home objective. Their Spears moving up might be able to flip that, but overall, if the Bretonians just move on this objective, it's going to flip. Bleak Swords do arrive, Dark Riders here also, that is good capture weight, and I like this distraction by Harrison, like threatening the home objective is pretty, it's occupying Lewin, right? That's like a money play right there. So this is a kind of a nice play, but also could lead to him losing his home point, although I guess there's not really much for them to do here. So the Bretonian cav coming in, but we do see the Dark Elves fighting hard and getting the point back over here. So the Knights of the Realm not able to hold firm, and the Bleak Swords, or Dread Spears, excuse me, Bleak and Dread, you know, all these things. Yeah, looks like they're going to get this back. So this is a really, really big play here for Harrison. Harrison also manages to stabilize his home point. The Giga Chad Blackguard of Nagaron just putting up the huge fight here, tearing apart all the Bretonians. They pretty much counter everything on this objective. And the Knights are really, really paying the toll. And it does look like Harrison is maybe just going to be edging this game out. What a knockdown, drag-out game here, man. This is just beautiful. And a lot of nice focus fire here in the back from the Dark Rider, Peter Crossbows. And I think that the Dark Elves just barely brought this game back. It was close, man. It was the Errantry Crusade going over here was a very epic moment. But the Blackguard, I love when elite infantry can carry a game in the end. It's so fun to see. So moving up are the Dark Riders. And on the backside, we do see the Druchii getting this point and also even threatening the home point here of Plague Penguin. But Plague Penguin's basically out of gas at this point. He's not going to be able to get this objective and the other one back in time. And the Blackguard are just in just a wall of metal, just hardened ebon plate. Super, super cool. But they're not going to relinquish that point. That is for damn sure. So GG, well played. And, you know, Harrison earned his spot in the top 4. You know, they had a tiebreaker and it was a leaderboard tiebreaker. But I like the extra playoff. I think it adds some spice and really, really makes him work for it, which is good. Yeah, that was a great game, man. Harrison played like a Chad, dude. He almost threw, but then he made the correct call-outs, the correct tactical decisions, and was able to stabilize here against the top-tier player in Plague Penguin. So that was a very, very fun one. Blackguard ripping apart the Grail Relique, more spears on their way into the objective, and not enough time. Out of touch, out of time, and that's going to be it. GG, well played. Peasant Bowman being run down. Honestly, there's a chance that the home objective gets stolen as well, even though Lewin is kind of loosely threatening over here, but he just doesn't have any foot squires or anything to really get through these kind of units. Foot squires are hard to use in this matchup, though. They can they get focused by the repeater crossbows pretty hard. That was a great game, and you know that's what happens when you ban the top 3 factions. You get like more engaging tournaments, in my opinion. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, Lewin tried epic attempts on both sides. It was really, really fun. But the Witch King, you know, his boys were able to cover him in his absence. The Blackguard Giga Chads in the fourth quarter was really fun. And what an amazing match between those two players. That was really, really good. All right. GG. Well played. All right. So let's get out of here, and we are going to advance to the top 4. That actually works out great for me because I don't need to change any of the leaderboard stuff. GG. Top 4 is set. Stand by. All right, so we're going to see what the top 4 looks like right now. The dreaded Hall & Oates reference. You like it, dude. You like it. So Harrison maintains his spot in the top 4, and now we're going to be advancing to the top 4. Let's see what happens. Bretonia can still win tournaments. I mean, it's possible. If he had gotten to the finals and avoided Korn, and Korn lost to somebody else, Bretonia can totally win that, you know? They can totally win it. Okay, so Dark Age Rush versus Harrison. Ooh, that's fun. Yeah, and Outer Region versus... Oh, I want to watch both these matchups. Okay. Dark Age Rush versus Harrison. And Outer Region versus Oishi. I want to see Korn Vampire Counts. I want to see that evilness. I think that's what we're going to do. Because I want to see somebody defeat the villainous Korn. All right, so Outer Region, send me a lobby code, please. Okay. Outer Region, lobby code, please. The General of Nolan is available in Australia. I might have to hire one of you guys to ship it out to me. Although from Australia, it's not cost effective at all. Can you buy the General of Nolan from in Canada? Is that possible? Any Canadians? Can you guys check that actually? Shit, I would be down for that. Because otherwise it's going to be forever. Games Workshop. Let's see if they have him in the Canadian stores. All right. Because he went out of stock real quick here. And cast both matches at the same time. I could do that. If you guys want it. All right. So explore the range. I'm checking out the Canadian site to see what they have in stock. No, he's out of stock in Canada too. Yeah, feels bad. Feels bad, man. Okay, so chat Outer Region sending me the lobby code. And it is Edge of the Darkwood. That's a cool map. That's a good map. Korn versus Vampire Counts, man. This is going to be Wrathmonger time, right? But Wrathmongers, I feel like, are going to die to the Mortis engine. I feel like they're a bit of a trap. Some tournaments restrict Wrathmongers, but like, I don't know if they need to be restricted. I don't think so. The double cast sounds hilarious. I could do that. I just like tab between them. Bretts need a lot they would need some heavy duty buffs to be competitive in Dom. Yeah, Korn's sitting at a 56% win rate. Like, Korn's getting to the point where they're eclipsing the top 4, man. They're eclipsing it. They're coming. Yeah, I'm bummed. That was like the one mini I wanted, was the General of Nuln. Son of a gun. Let's see here. The new Bretonian mini is pretty cool too, this guy that just got released. This is the Worm Slayer. It just sucks because like Games Workshop just makes all these foot characters, but they're just so terrible in the meta right now that there's no sense in bringing them other than just for flavor. Also nerf Korngors, yeah. I'm curious what they're going to bring. Outer Region clearly has a build ready for this, but yeah, let's go see here. Wow, these guys were just ready to sweat, dude. They're ready for it. The Edge of the Darkwood. Yeah, so double Skull Cannon. Oh, Manfredo von Baldstein. So double. Okay, the only danger of the double Skull Cannon build is that like you do give up a lot of agency in terms of your troop quality. Yeah, and Manfred is, what is he going to be? Buna or Winds of Death probably? Oh, is it going to be Winds or Buna? Huh. As I say, get a UK subscriber to order the General for you. Yeah, that's probably going to be my best bet. Yeah. General from the city-state of Nuln. Yeah, there's a new named character in Tabletop who's he's the General of Nuln. Yeah. If Bretonia had Foot Knights, it might be more competitive in multiplayer. Oh, I mean, Foot Squires are basically Foot Knights, you know? It's like elite infantry aren't really what they need, I don't think. All right, guys, taking a look at the build of Outer Region here in our semifinal matchup. It is going to be Manfred von Waldstein with Spirit Leech, his dreaded forbidden tactic of the Doom and Darkness and Invocation. The rest of the army is going to be Skeletons with double White King Scab's Great Spam to kill Marauders and a Mortis Engine. Now, Mortis Engine dies really quickly against the shooting of the Skull Cannons, but if Outer Region goes bananas with his micro and keeps it behind the pillar, maybe he's going to be able to work some magic here. But Corpse Carts, one with Balefire and one with the Unholy Lodestone. Now, for the Khornate build, it is going to be Marauders of Khorne with double Skull Cannons. Now, this is pretty good against Vampire Counts, but Vampire Counts can stuff you on objectives if you're not careful, if you go too hard on the Skull Cannon. So curious to see how that'll play out. And I really, this is my favorite play. You know, shout out to Oishi for bringing some Chosen of Khorne. That's pretty cool. Like, who needs the Wrathmongers when you have Chosen of Khorne? So Chosen of Khorne with the Minotaurs are going to be pushing the back objective, and that's actually kind of a good, clever play. It's going to be very tough for Vampire Counts to defend against that, although the Dragon Breath Attack on the Chosen of Khorne could turn the tide of that fight. Pretty hardcore. So the battle is on, guys, and we do have Valky the Bloody, and the double Skull Cannon's moving up. Manfred is going to have his hands full. Can Manfred handle Valkia? You know, he doesn't have any help up in the sky. He's all alone up there, and Valky the Bloody is very annoying here. Do we have the Demon Shield? We do. So Demon Shield is no Sleipnir. Holy shit, no Sleipnir on Valkia. That is 100% off meta. 100%. So Valky is going to be cruising across, and we do see the Mortis Engine heading over to the back objective. I like that the Mortis Engine is heading to the home objective. It can hide in the trees and then pop out and avoid the Skull Cannons for the early portion of the game. And Skull Cannon shooting into this shit doesn't really matter. Like zombies and skeletons and, like, you know, nobody really cares about that. That's fine. So just keep the Mortis Engine alive and, yeah, maybe wait till the Skull Cannons to run out of ammo and go from there. Spirit Leech going down on Valkia. She's going to pop her Demon Shield, which, you know, both players baiting cooldowns out of one another. And now Manfred is going to take his bald head and turn around and run. As we do get Vargeist being called out. So Vargeist chasing Skull Cannons is actually pretty cost effective. First shot's coming in, and it's a skeleton. Whatever, you know, not too bad. And the shotgun's going to be shooting into zombies. But that's literally, like, you know, barely any money at all. So eating the shots from those artillery pieces on the non-Mortis Engine pieces is 100% going to be the breadwinner. And it looks like Valkia ends up taking quite some damage, actually, from Manfred. Manfred could decide to turn and attack one of the artillery pieces, which I suspect he might do. So back objective looking stable-ish, and we do see another shot coming in from the cannon, so Khorne is the dreaded artillery faction now. While Manfred continues to chase Valkia. So he's just going to hunt Valkia down, and it looks like there are going to be some Furies coming in, and another Spirit Leech, but yeah, he Spirit Leeches. Was that an overcast? I don't think so. But he does nail Valkia once again, and it's just going to be wearing her down over the course of the game. So where are the Spec Ops units? We do have the Chosen of Khorne and the Minotaurs hanging out over here, which are going to be brutal on that back objective. The Mortis Engine does get hit by a kind of glancing shot from the Skull Cannon here. The other Skull Cannon shooting into the Skeleton Spearmen, which are very cheap. Its value so far probably like 150. Oh, 271. That's pretty good, actually. He does dodge, and now the Mortis Engine's going to be heading to the middle, but he's going to regret that when the Minotaurs pop out of the bushes here. Vargeists, I think Outer Region must have seen that. Like, he must have seen it. He's the type, although on this map, maybe you can't see that out of the gates there. It's hard to say. So Manfred is chasing down the Hellforged Bellowers. He does have his scary Air Force squad. The Vargeists are pretty cool. And now the capture weight's going to be flipping to the Vampires, and the objective is going to be yielded while the Skeleton Warriors here are annihilated by the Cannons. Cannons are almost out of ammo, though, and value trading, honestly, is pretty even in this game. So, yeah, pretty even. Another shot. Wearing down the zombies here. Chosen of Khorne. I love the Elite Chosen back push. I think that's really, really badass. Now, Outer Region defeated Oishi last time they played, and it was an Empire vs. Khorne game. So, you know, it's certainly... Khorne's win rate is pushing up. It's not top 3. It's not even top 5 yet, technically, but I think it will be in time. But people also have to give Oishi credit. He's an extremely good player. So even though Khorne is super strong, he's also very good at decision-making, and his micro is very, very top tier. So... that is something to remember. But yeah, Vampires are just comfortably cackling on the objective. Vargeists are going to be moving up. And now, I think they got to go back. And what Outer Region needs to do right now, the correct play, is to Alpha Strike and just farm the value. Kill the Minotaurs, kill the Chosen, and pull this army back a little bit, maybe, if Khorne tries to come in. Although, Khorne doesn't really have the assets to push in here too hard. The Skull Cannon charges into zombies to replenish ammo, which is cute. But yeah, you want to farm these Chosen, like breath attack them, annihilate them with the Vargeist, move the zombies in there, and yeah, I like the Dire Pack Colin as well. It's very, very good. There's going to be a very, very important fight on this back objective, and here it comes. So they move into the Minotaurs. Zombies are coming in as well. There definitely needs to be some magic support here, because those Vargeists are taking a lot of damage. Valkia and the Furies are going to come in. This could be a potential mistake here by yeah, charging the Minotaurs head on. I don't know. We'll have to see. We do see the Gyre Pack move in, and they're going to start lending their anti-large attacks. We do see Manfred is having some trouble landing. Skeleton Warriors are on the way, but Manfred actually gets back up in the air, which will allow him to reset this. And there's going to be a Buna most likely on the Chosen, or no, Doom and Darkness. Okay, so lowering the leadership of the Minotaurs, -6. Minotaurs just turn and run with the Doom and Darkness. That's pretty gangster. I like that. They would not have broken otherwise. But the Vargeist are getting slapped up right now. This is a huge value drain for Outer Region. I mean, losing 2 Vargeist units there for 1 Minotaur is a pretty feel-bad situation. But we're going to see if he can turn the tide. We get Fleshhounds on the way in, more Minotaurs with Grey Upends, and the Chosen are going to be running. Mino's going to be chased off. But overall, that was probably a blunderous engagement for Outer Region. I liked the rotate over there, but diving into the Minotaurs without infantry support was a big, big mistake. That was not what he wanted to be doing. So some of the Minotaurs are going to be escorted off the battlefield. They do get pushed off by the doggies. And here we do see the Vargeist get back up in the sky. Mortis Engine definitely needs to get back here. On the middle, Outer Region's looking pretty comfortable. We do see the White King battling the Hellforged Bellowers. The Mortis Engine, like, if Outer Region should have been more cautious with that engagement. Like, pull back, get his Mortis Engine over there, and then engage, right? But yeah, now he's really going to be on the back foot as Khorne does pull a big value lead. Granted, there's a lot of healing here. We do see some Fellbats being called in. Currently on the middle objective, it's looking fine. It's just undead grinding. The Hellforged Bellower is actually kind of dying here. Outer Region getting a lot of value, and I don't think Oishi notices this. And the White Kings, if they are able to get that thing crumbling, that would be a big, big potential comeback for him. So moving up on the point, we do see Manfred being, oh man, and the Mortis Engine's getting thrown as well. Does he have an invo for it? Does he have Invocation? Did he even bring Invo? He did not. Or did he did? Okay, good. I was going to be like, damn, you need that. But the Mortis Engine just dying to a bunch of Fleshhounds is just super, super Bronzodia. This is definitely unacceptable here. And now it's going to get isolated and shot. The 2 Skull Cannons are going to feast on it. And I think Outer Region has lost this game. It was just a big blunder. It's not that, Khorne OP in this particular situation. It was just a colossal blunder with that engagement. And letting the Mortis Engine get karate chopped over here with no support is also tough. Manfred trying to battle Valkia, doing his best. Mortis Engine is now in the fight. If it can be stabilized, maybe, but -55. It's crumbling, it's disintegrating. It's just like too many misplays from our boy Outer Region, and it looks like Khorne is going to be advancing on to the grand finals. Very well played, very, very well played. Oishi did lose this tournament. Somebody beat him earlier. I'm not sure who it was. Let me look real quick. Yeah, this one is 100% over. Just too many mistakes. Vampire counts, I think, can actually beat Khorne. It just requires, a little bit more finesse. Maybe a bit of a... I don't know how much I like Manfred on the Dragon. I was thinking like a Hellsteed character, maybe to hunt things down, and like Storm of the Night of Von Karstein Lord could be pretty cool for like trolling Valkia and the Furies and things like that. But yeah, that was a valiant attempt by Outer Region, but there's no way to come back at this point. It's over. I mean, 8,000 against 3.7. Oishi didn't make any mistakes really. Oishi got the better fights. He ran interference here. He picked off that Mortis Engine. He got the superior fight over here. The Chad Chosen of Khorne are still like almost full health, and the Haggard Bone Daddies are not going to be having a good time here. That is for sure. He's got some friggin' skeletons going for the back cap here, but there's no friggin' way in hell. That is just too big of a value deficit. So let me see what the actual... I'm curious who beat Oishi earlier in the tournament, so we're going to look. He lost to someone. So flying back is Manfred, being extra bald and extra angry about it. 8.5 against 3.7. I mean, this game is over. It's over. There's literally just a full hard-on Chosen of Khorne. Fire damage. They will beat Crypt Horrors. I love that we got to see Chosen of Khorne instead of Wrathmongers. They're just such a badass unit. And yeah, Skull Cannons did good. What kind of value are we sitting on? 1,000 value, and this one got 900. So Skull Cannons haven't even paid for themselves yet. I don't know if they would even before the game's over. So yeah, it was just big blunders. Big, scary engagements. Outer Region's still scrapping. I mean, he's definitely a comeback king. Outer Region has amazing comeback potential, but at this point, dude, I just think there's not much that you're going to be able to come back from here. The Undead just have nothing. It's just like a bunch of haggard, raggedy zombies and corpse carts crumbling. Manfred's just getting blasted by the Skull Cannons, which is doing pretty respectable damage against him. And on the backside, Skeleton Warrior's going to be heading over there, but yeah, that is going to be GG well to the played. I would imagine he'll be tapping out here relatively soon. So who beat Oishi earlier in the tournament? That is not the correct one. So let's go to the front page. Let's go here, see what's cooking. And we are looking at the brackets. So Oishi lost to Outer Region. Oh, Outer Region beat him earlier in the tournament. So that was revenge for Oishi, the curse of the rematch. So Oishi actually lost to Outer Region's Vampire counts in the first round of the tournament, but he lost the rematch. It was The build could have worked. It's not that the build was like awful. It just yeah, the engagement on the home objective was just horrific. It was just he lost so much money. Oishi didn't even bring corn gores. This man is just using like vanilla old school corn. Like nothing here is really new except the Arwar Skull Cannon, which, you know, got 1100 value, nothing too crazy. This is just old school corn, like nothing new. No corn gores, no Wrathmongers, like all the big heavy hitters you would expect. This is just pre DLC corn. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. All right, Turin finals. I'm sure Dark Age Rush is so sad. If he won his game, he's probably going to be so bummed. But there's a reason why Oishi's, you know, ranked so high right now. He's a killer. I'm curious how he's going to do when it gets to more competitive tournament formats with like best of threes. I don't know what other factions he's very good at, so we're going to have to find out. Okay, finals. And then we have Skjallindir's Cave. All right, so the other side, it's either going to be Dark Elves or it's going to be Grand Cathay. Dark Elves probably have a better chance, I would say. Yes. Yeah, Khorne's hard to beat, but Outer Region did it earlier. He did it. He had already beat him. Seems like banning the top 3 makes Khorne the Dark Lord. There is that element, but also you guys got to put some respect on Oishi's name. He's very good. So he makes these factions look good. Oishi could probably do the same thing if he put all of his effort into like Warriors of Chaos or something else. Khorne is easier though. They're very easy to play. Yeah, Oishi has a 75% win rate. He's ranked number 1. Outer Region has an 80% win rate, but has less games overall and less tournament wins, but very close. Bastos has 4 tournament wins. Yeah. The Chad Arwar Cannon. It did good, but it only got 1100 value. It wasn't like it obliterated and got like 2k or anything. The Mortis engine just dying to some hounds in open field and like Manfred and his Vargeist like diving into the Minotaurs. Like it was just too much. Too much to come back from. Not checking the woods. I think he saw it coming. I don't know. But yeah, everyone makes mistakes, man. Outer Region's still one of the GOATs. He's very, very good. So he'll be back, I'm sure, with a vengeance. And he's already qualified for season finals. We got the season finals of the previous season coming up soon. I'm going to schedule it. You beat Oishi. Yeah, it's okay, Outer Region. You just made a couple mistakes, dude. It happens. You're still a Chad in everybody's book, man. Yeah, Outer Region has an 80% win rate. Oishi has a 75% in tournaments. Pretty freaking savage. Those guys are beast mode. How many of the tournament maps are in the quick battle pool? A handful. So Gates of Ekron, Road to Talapime, Bordello Landing, Glade of the Everqueen are all very commonly used tournament maps, and Celestial Lake. So there's five that are in the tournament. So yeah, the quick battle map pool isn't bad anymore. Oh yeah, those cannons, if the game had gone long, they would have probably gotten 1500 to 2k value, I would suspect. Dark Age Rush, praying to the Dragon Emperor that it isn't Khorne in the finals. Yeah, they're still playing though. Harrison and Dark Age are having a scrap of scraps. Outer Region stream was Vampire's going to get Skull Cannon. I know, well, the prophecy did come true, but he also won his first game. He beat the Skull Cannoneer in the first round of the tournament. Man, you're watching at 620 in Estonia, dude. Damn. You're a real champ right there. Yeah, Vampires are like a sleeper good faction though, I think. What is their win rate, Vampire counts? 56% win rate on Vampire counts, guys. They have the same exact win rate as Khorne right now in tourneys. Yeah. And they actually almost have a 50% matchup versus Khorne. What are the bad matchups for Khorne? I don't even know. So Khorne is losing to Ogre Kingdoms, and they're losing to Warriors of Chaos, and they're losing to Chaos Dwarves, but that's only 10 games. Looks like Beastmen are also defeating Khorne. Okay, so we have removed a lot of Khorne's natural predators by banning top 3. That is for sure the case. Yeah. For sure. He didn't bring it the first time? Which part? Oh, the Skull Cannon in the first game? Yeah, so he adapted. And did you bring the same build? So he just like maybe knew what you were bringing? Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to see what it could be. Okay, so Dark Age Rush and Oishi. Oh, poor Dark Age. Cathay must be sacrificed to the Blood God. Do you really think Bellowers is that bad, though, out of region? I mean, it didn't, like, it got the same value as the regular Skull Cannon. I mean, it seems good, but I have mixed feelings about banning the Hellforge Bellowers. Is it that good? I'd be curious to hear feedback from, like, a bunch of top players, including yourself. I don't feel like Wrathmongers are even that bad either. Like, they're very good, but, you know. Khorne should have very good infantry. Can I get a link to your stream, Outer? Oh, yeah, yeah. Feel free to drop a link, Outer Region. It's fine. I'll approve it. If you want to drop a link to your stream. Please ban Bellower. Yeah. All right, well, are you saying that just because you're a Cathay main? You'll see it in this game, probably? Yeah. We'll see. We will see. But this is good feedback. I mean, definitely Khorne has been winning a couple tournaments. Granted, Bellowers have not even been in a lot of the final games, but hang on, I'm going to check here and see what's cooking. Yeah, because the problem is you can't really bring cannons here, right? Because the cannons just get... I mean, but wouldn't cannons on an open field map theoretically counter those things? Like, this map, there's nowhere to hide from a cannon. If you just pop a cannon down on the hills here, like... The hard part is, I guess, defending it against Khorne's, like, mobility and furies. But, like, I would probably just go double cannon here. Park up on the hill and just control those two objectives, maybe. Yeah. Skull cannon seemed pretty excellent when microed appropriately. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm on the fence about banning him. I really am. It's been something I've been thinking about, but we'll see. We will see. But I really just feel like cannons on this map would be pretty good. One sec, guys. All right, we're back. The girls came to say hi. My wife and our lovely little chihuahua. So even if my cannon's alive, a player like dodges in between shots. Yeah, but at least you're taxing the micro. You're like forcing them to do that. And the cannon isn't going to be shooting as much or shooting the targets it wants to. I do feel like cannons would be the way, but on this map especially, there's nowhere to hide from cannons. You just play those two open field objectives and just, you know. Yeah, they could probably use a little bit. Are skull cannons problematic in land battle at all? Yeah, all right. Looks fine. Oh, what about crane gunners? Crane gunners could also maybe do a little something, right? Oh, Saytang. Wait, what about Saytang shooting skull cannons? Is that not a thing? Like a big Giga Chad Saytang just sitting there blasting those things? I feel like there's some play. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. We will find out. Yeah, they could honestly just reduce the range of skull cannons too, make them like really short ranged, like 150, like 100 range or something, like kind of like a handgun unit. I don't know. Yeah, maybe Saytang with Windbow just sitting on those things. Amazing army cover. I'm glad you guys like it. Yeah, it's fun. Saytang with like a bare bones kit is like 2,200, so he's like the cost of like 2 cannons basically. And Valkia might be able to bully him though, is the problem. All right, guys. So Grand Cathay has always struggled against Khorne. Like even before Skull Cannons, Grand Cathay was basically countered by Khorne. So if this is won by Dark Age Rush, I'm going to be uber impressed. I actually think another way to play this is to play it like the High Elves do. They counter the Skull Cannons by going full Air Force. So seeing a Dragon-Blooded Lord, or a Celestial Lord, plus the Phoenix, the Astromancer on the bird, plus another Flyer, might be able to get the job done. But alas, that is not going to be it. So we do have Peasant Spearmen. We have a couple Archers. He's actually going to be playing the Woodland objective out of the gates, which is a little bit wild to me, because there's a crazy good Vanguard point over there for Khorne. And yeah, the trees will help Khorne against the missiles. But we do have a Celestial General with the Sweep, which is very good, as well as the Astromancer with Urannans and Windblast. Pretty good against infantry. And it's going to be Khorne Gore Vanguard here, and the rest of the army is going to be double Skull Cannon. So there's going to be 2 of those bad boys backed up by Valkia the Bloody, Marauders, and Minotaurs of Khorne with great weapons. They're not OP in land battle because most armies versus Khorne are built around not getting farmed by Skull Cannons. Okay, so but the fact that you got to build around them so hard is says something about them as well. Yeah. Heat-seeking missiles. Well, we will see. Chad General holding the line against Chaos. Yeah, we're going to see. It's going to be a hard one here. So we do see a Wind Blast coming down. It does nail those Khorne Gores, but they have pretty good spell resist. The Astromancer should probably just team up with the Celestial General to bully Valkia and chase the Skull Cannons. Oh, okay, so that's why Cathay's playing in the woods. They are trying to avoid the Coordinate missiles, which is actually very, very funny. We get a lot of Peasant Archers, a lot of Jade Warrior Halberds. They will suffer against Bloodletters, but we're not seeing any Bloodletters in the build, so overall they're probably going to be okay. And this objective is owned by Khorne, but soon will be getting grabbed by Grand Cathay and company. What's Dark Age Rush's first calling going to be? Is it going to be a big flyer? It is going to be the Empress's Crowmen, which are a really good unit. Fleshhounds of Khorne called in on the backside as well. And here comes the old Celestial General and the Astromancer to hunt down the Skull Cannons. That's, High Elves have actually been pretty good against Khorne because their Bird Squad can bully Valkia and chase the Skull Cannons into the Shadow Realm. So maybe Cathay could do something similar, like this, plus maybe a Celestial Lion to chase down the Skull Cannons could be extremely powerful, actually. So this objective's going to be flipping, and we do see them coming in. The Skull Cannon is able to blast the Jade Warrior, so it certainly feels pretty bad as the damage continues. And we do see the Minotaurs lurking on the ground. Are they going to maybe dodge over there and try and get on top of the Hellforged Bellers? We'll see. The home objective, we do see the Crowmen versus the Furies here. I don't know who actually wins that, but the Crowmen ROR should win it. Although it looks like, man, it's a close fight. It's actually really, really close. They cost a lot more, too, because they have the bombardment ability, 2.6 against 2,000. It looks like the Crowmen are barely going to win this fight. But at the end of the day, is it really worth it? I don't know. Hard to say. Another Fury is going to get called out. And the Crowmen, if they can, do damage to 2 Furies, at least come close to paying for themselves, not going to be terrible. So the bombardment does go down here. And we do see the Cathay units moving in. The Celestial General is going to get in the middle of that unit, maybe try and do his cleaving ability. One Peasant Archer is taken offline, and Khorne going to make a play for the back objective now. But we do have a couple Peasants, couple Halberds there. Should be able to hold for a period of time as another Crowman is called out by Grand Cathay. Value trading is even-ish. We do see the Celestial Sweep able to do some damage there. Skull Cannons are shooting in. Definitely needs to maybe move up and threaten these things a little bit. Just like pretend you're going to attack them to at least buy time and force them to run. But overall, Missile Mirror is a counter? I don't think so. That's just way too haggard. Oishi would be paying attention. Yeah, Crowmen vs. Fury, Civil War over here. Peasants moving up, and the objective is going to be taken by Grand Cathay. I would just love to, Cannon at this point with this kind of positioning wouldn't be great. Uranus Thunderbolt on the Khorne Gore is pretty good, and we got double Crowmen versus double Fury. I have no idea who wins that, actually. They do have Harmony, so the Harmony maybe will give them the edge, and we do see the Furies actually losing that duel. So Grand Cathay is keeping the value even, and it looks like Valkia is getting beaten up a little bit. So she's being 2v1'd by the Celestial General as well as the Astromancer. So that's a very, very cost-effective fight so far there for Grand Cathay. As Sleipnir is going to be punishing the Jade Warrior Halberds. And the Peasant Spears, taking some L's or Peasant Archers isn't a big deal. As long as the Jade Warriors are holding, you're probably going to be okay. Yeah, so Crowmen, absolute Giga Chads on this side, and they're probably going to be able to then rear charge into the Khorne Gores and win these fights. So we do see the Air Force of Grand Cathay emerging massively victorious over Khorne, and they're going to be turning about face. But this is about as good of a start for Grand Cathay as you can get. A very, very clean. You could run over and maybe charge that Skull Cannon. It looks like he's just going to be using the face-to-foot style, just trying to face tank this, which, hey, mad respect for that. More Jade Warrior Halberds coming up. Peasant Archer still very much online, and Cathay able to win on this side. They crushed the Khorne Gores, and were able to keep the infantry at bay as well. So the next step is going to be trying to hold here, and it looks like Dark Age Rush just is willing to just sit and eat it, and that's a brutal shot. Yeah, it's really nasty. Yeah, the more I see shots like that, the more I'm like, yeah, probably just ban the Hellforged Bellers. That's a lot, but it also is a side shot too. But that is a freakish amount of damage, man. Freakish amount. So Grand Cathay moving up. They do have Halberds coming as well as more Jade Warriors, and on the outside we do see the double Crowmen battling it out versus the Furies, and Furies we're going to win because these Crowmen were on death's bed, but overall pretty cost effective there. Shots are almost out, so ammunition's almost out. The Bellowers are sitting at 1,200 value, and the Skull Cannon here is going to be sitting at only 200 value, so definitely not too much. And yeah, he's just going to anchor on this point, getting a points lead, currently sitting at, actually still behind, because Khorne did have the objectives for quite some time, it looks like. And what are the characters going to be doing? Yeah, like attack. Maybe just like attack that Bellower right now and use your Phoenix to cycle charge. Like there's a little bit of maybe, I don't know what the best way to describe this would be, but like apathy, like just move in and do a little harassing, at least force Oishi to micro, right? Force him to do some work. Crowmen continue to dominate on the side, ripping apart the Furies, which is pretty good for them. So at least that aspect of the fight's going very well. Now we do see the Skull Cannon coming in, and this is an opportunity for the birds to feast. So it looks like the bird is going to move in and potentially do some nice damage against the Skull Cannon. Skull Cannon's going to be forced back as more and more Halberds do arrive. And now the ammunition is out. So Khorne is out of ammo, and it looks like they're going to make a rotate over to this side. We see Bloodletters coming through the trees. That's going to be very problematic, but Skull Cannons are getting bullied a little bit. And Grand Cathay does have a lot of units anchoring on this point. Minotaurs running reinforcements. And what is Cathay going to call in? Probably all Crowmen. I would imagine it's just going to be Crow City spam to try and deal with these Bloodletters. One of the Skull Cannons getting hunted. Both of them actually getting hunted pretty heavily. So this is uber cost effective for Grand Cathay. But the question is, are they going to be able to hold this objective against the Bloodletter push? Definitely throw some Peasants in to fight them. Get the Empress's Crowmen to finish off these Furies. Collins in the back are going to be what? Jade Lancers against Bloodletters? It's okay if you can rear charge them for sure. But Cathay seems to be in a good position. I mean, if Dark Age continues to get the right Collins and doesn't get his characters trapped here, he could win this game. So if he gets his character trapped here, he's going to lose. He needs to get away right now. The Minotaurs are nearby. Hopefully Dark Age doesn't throw because it's been a good game so far, but he does manage to escape there and gets away after the very deep dive. Here, Spearmen versus Fleshhounds, pretty cost effective, and the Empress's Crowmen may be able to defeat the Chaos Furies here. We'll have to see. Jade Lancer's on their way in, and he does barely escape. And in the meantime, big shooting still going down. Grand Cathay going to be anchoring the point. A lot of beat-up units, but those units are still going to be effective. Really nice wind blast there on the Bloodletters. That was very, very good. And now the Air Force squad is going to be on its way in. But yeah, he's keeping the value close. Dark Age actually at head-on value. The Skull Cannon was able to generate a little bit of ammo, but overall the Cathay Air Force moves in. They bully Valky away from the objective. We do see the Bloodletters not in the best of shape, and more Crowmen are going to be emerging here for Dark Age Rush. So looking pretty okay so far. As we get more Fleshhounds moving in, the Jade Lancers do pull back, and Valkia being hunted by the Celestial Chad General. A lot of idle units for Khorne. They're just going to be hanging out, enjoying their lives as the Skull Cannons maneuver over this way, but they're going to have problems in the tree line, that's for sure. More Bloodletters moving in, but they're going to get attacked by Crowmen and also charged by Jade Lancers. But the Minotaurs of Khorne are going to be big, big game changers on this. And now I wonder if Cathay's going to make a play for the outside objective, like playing objective 1 here, or if they're going to continue playing this game in the woods. Hard to say, but Crowmen battling versus the Furies up in the sky. We do see more Peasant Long Spearmen coming in to try and buffer. But a lot of mass from Khorne. Going to be very scary. Celestial General bonking the old Valkia on the head as the Phoenix looked like it was going to land, but opts to just maybe help out against the Furies up in the sky. And Khorne does flip that objective. So Khorne is currently behind on points. Now, is Grand Cathay going to maybe think about playing objective 1? Or are they just going to keep, consolidating in, trying to fight here, which honestly I don't see that being a bad idea either. But yep, Peasant Spears coming. Probably a good idea to detach some units, maybe send like a regiment over. And it looks like there are going to be some halberds and some bows holding that objective here, as we do see the spears and halberds anchoring this one down as well. All right, so the Peasant Spears still going strong. Skull Cannon's a little bit low in ammo, so they're not going to be making too much of a difference here. But what is Cathay going to do? Is Cathay going to make a play for this far side objective? It looks like that's the case. And that's probably smarter. Force Khorne to rotate all the way across the map. And Cathay has plenty of time to value trade, although they do have some warriors heading over here. So maybe they're already partially invested in this point. I don't know. It's hard to say. It looks like a full court press from Cathay, which is very risky. Khorne is definitely pretty good at that playstyle. We do get Khorne Gores moving into the middle, but the Phoenix has been good. The Astromancer has been very disruptive, and so is the Celestial General. Skull Cannons have like 1 or 2 shots each. Bloodletters here are a problem. Yeah, good call from Dark Age to not send units off on their own. So he's going to be moving over this way while the Bird is going to be trying to get the dub here. Yeah, so Cathay is up in value by a lot, by 1,200. It's just a matter of can Cathay play objectives, which is their biggest weakness in Total War. So we're going to find out here. Jade Lancers on their way in, and halberds and spears as well. Skull Cannon shots doing some nasty damage against the Peasant Archers, but they're a cheap unit, so it's not a huge deal if they die. Cathay probably going to be pretty able to hold this home objective if they reinforce like so. That could be pretty good. Here we do have some Marauders and Bloodletters camping out on that objective, and now the Jade Lancers are going to move in, and we're going to see the Fleshhounds of Khorne probably get wrecked. They're going to have a bad time. The Jade Lancers plus these 2 heroic characters probably get the job done. Now, can Grand Cathay hold here? That's going to be the question. Will their Harmony endure? We do have Jade Crossbows. They need to turn around and start shooting something a little bit more effective. I don't know what they're even shooting right now, but they need to get in there. Minotaurs are charging in, and overall, Cathay seems to be in a position to hold this objective too. We will see, though. We will see. He needs to get those crossbows active. We do see the Fleshhounds get crumbled down, and the Halberds and company are clearing through. The game's very, very close right now, but Khorne's mobility is very, very strong, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. Fury's landing here, and the Halberds are kind of getting folded a little bit on some points, although the Minotaur is also taking some L's too. So are we going to see some sneaky back caps? It looks like Fury's going to come in to try and make the difference here. And Cathay is in the works of getting this objective. The Jade Lancers and Crowmen probably will get this. At this point, probably pulling your hero core back to that objective is the play. Just let the Jade Lancers and company fight over that. But there are spears coming up. We do see the Marauders, unfortunately, for Grand Cathay, holding back the Jade Warrior reinforcements. Halberds anchoring all right. 11 leadership. Crowmen on their way, but that is a lot of Minotaurs. That is scary, scary Valkia. And this point looks like it's going to flip. So Sword of Khorne, brutal. Able to get a big Sword of Khorne there. Definitely needs to leave those guys to grab that objective. He's going to be heading over towards objective 2 right now. And Cathay's Warriors maybe will find a way. It is 8.2 against 6.7. So definitely Cathay value traded okay here. Into the Minotaurs, into some of the other threats. Is Khorne going to make any, attempts on objective 1? It doesn't look like it. These Jade Warriors will eventually get through the Marauders, but it's going to take 5,000 years. This objective did flip to Khorne, which is precarious. Is Cathay making any opportunity on objective 3? Doesn't look like it. So probably just going to be trying to get these objectives and win on a double cap, which is not going to be easy. But the Spears, do they have Harmony? They do not. But the heroes, the Hero Hammer is here. So the Celestial General as well as the Astromancer are going to be grinding. And Jade Lancers do get a good charge, but there were some Khorne Gores over there. So it ends up being a bit of a dodgy one. The Hellforge Bellower is probably over 2k value at this point. It has to be, right? It's 2,000. So a 400 surplus from what they would normally start at, obviously, in terms of cost. Archers shooting in, Spears are there. The outside objective, Khorne might be able to contest this, so he definitely needs to get some cav over there and try and make sure he gets that point, because he's being pressed. He needs to get to the point where he can win on a 2-cap, and Cathay is, on the precipice of having a chance at winning, for sure. I mean, they're playing very, very well. We do see the Furies coming in to try and knock them off this point. Bloodletters arriving, that has been a scourge of Grand Cathay for as long as I can remember. Crowmen chasing off the Minotaurs. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the Khornate army is looking really raggedy. These guys need to get up on that point stat. And here, it looks like he didn't get this point, so the bleeding was not stopped. It is starting to flip. We'll see if it's going to be able to flip soon enough, because currently, it could be a triple cap situation, which Khorne will definitely be in very, very good shape of. So, yeah, Celestial Giga Chad's doing work, and this point is going to be rolling over. I mean, does he have enough? He's going to have to start playing that back objective, because it is going to be a triple cap, 100%. And he took too long to get this point. Not by his own fault, per se, but if he had gotten that point a little bit earlier, it would maybe not have been a triple cap situation, because it would have stopped the bleeding on the points. Cathay is flipping this one. They do get it. I mean, Khorne is looking like they have nothing on the field. I mean, a couple Skull Cannons here and there, but that's really, really it. So they get flipped here, so Khorne's going to have to Helm's Deep on objective 3, most likely. This one, it's going to flip. We do see the Furies, or excuse me, the Crowmen coming across. Sword of Khorne on like a Haggard Peasant Spear, but that's actually really good. Oh my god, if it breaks their leadership. Wow, the Sword of Khorne maybe knocked them off. Grand Cathay just needs to get an objective, dude. I mean, this looks totally winnable. It looks winnable. Yeah, so that point's going to flip. Is he going to start playing this one? Is there going to be some Jade Lancers coming up? Khorne Gores will probably stop that. I think that Oishi has probably won this game. A couple little kind of slightly cleaner, like, focus this. Make sure you capture it before you leave. Like, little things like that maybe could have won this game. But now we are going to be seeing the game probably ending. I mean, the Skull Cannon's dead. This looked like totally winnable for Grand Cathay. That's for sure. But just little things, little decisions. Maybe not staying over here long enough to get this objective cost him the game. Because otherwise, he maybe could have been in a double cap situation and been pretty good. Crowmen are actually extremely good against Khorne Gores, by the way. But we are going to see the Khorne Gores rolling up at the point. Grand Cathay does consolidate on this. We are going to be seeing the characters go over here. And that is going to be it. But really, really good attempt. That is an incredibly hard matchup. We do see the bombardments coming down, but he didn't get objective 1. Didn't have the tools to really hold it and anchor it anyways, probably. So I don't know if that would have mattered, but a very, very valiant attempt by Grand Cathay. Yeah, Cathay cannot afford to make mistakes, whereas Khorne can make a lot of mistakes. They're very unga bunga. But we see these guys coming in. This objective, if there was some capture weight, could be in the process of flipping. But yeah, what a great game. And if that had been a different map, maybe a map with the home objective, Cathay might be able to win that. Because they're crushing Khorne on value. This is like the right direction. That flying Air Force squad was very good. It was very, very good. And I do think one cannon would have made a difference too, like sitting up on the hill there. Hard to defend though, very hard to defend. Yeah, GG, well played. So 700 here, and the Bellowers got 2,600. So yeah, that's pretty nasty. We might have to consider banning the Bellowers. Without them, Khorne probably loses that game, so. Oh God, GG. That was a great game. Shout out to Dark Age. That was a really, really good attempt. I mean, that is not easy, and he put up a great fight. 2,300 on those guys is pretty badass too. I like the Astromancer and the Celestial General. It's a really, really nice combo. So yeah, GG, well played. Yeah, great game. Indeed. Good to see. It was very winnable for you due to good play / build. It was fun. Probs will ban it in future. All right. That was a good game, though. GG. What's the most furry unit in Warhammer 3? Oh, definitely, dude. The Skin Wolves. Are you kidding me? Skin Wolves are basically furries. Yeah. 100%. 100%. That was a really good game. Yeah, I'm leaning towards banning Bellowers. I'm going to get a bunch of feedback from people, but yeah. Like, there's a lot of things that would get similar value thresholds in a lot of matchups, but hard to say. I think he's onto something here with the what's it called? With the 2 flying Air Force units, though. They were really, really good. They were very, very good. All right. Yeah, GG, guys. So drop a like on the way out if you enjoyed the tournaments. Congrats to Oishi. And, you know, it's easy to overshadow his skill by just saying Khorne OP and whatnot, but I think Khorne is beatable for a lot of factions, but he's extremely good. So you got to give credit where credit is due. All right, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. GG, well played. We'll see you around. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be back most likely tomorrow with another something or other. I don't know what, maybe a tournament, something. It'll be fun. But hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing the Chorfs and the Destroyer tonight, as well as the really cool finals. We got vampire counts and all sorts of neat stuff in there as well. All right, guys, see you around. That's going to be it. Take care of yourselves. And Sigmar bless this ravaged body. And I think that's it. I don't think I forgot anything, right? There's nothing else supposed to talk about. Thank you to our new channel members, by the way. Really appreciate you guys. You keep the old man going. Great way to support the channel as well, if you guys want to become channel members. Helps keep me going. All right, that's it. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you all on the other side.